Like now? Okay. Welcome everybody to the Alabama 200 here for the race number 4 of Bubbles Truck season. I'm Athen, uh, one of your commentators for today. Here we have Corey, or damn it,
Hi.
and we also have Karinga here in the booth with us.
Hello, everybody.
That is a lot of people that are going to be qualifying.
And temporarily we have what do I call you? Nas?
Monk.
Monk. Yeah, we got Monk here.
Oh,
See, you
We
didn't
have
even
12.
didn't even do bad. Didn't even do bad.
uh
Okay, we have. I can't show that on stream. Somebody doesn't have pants on. Stands.
we have so many people qualified.
Like,
Oh yeah.
What is that like? That's like 15. That looks like 15
We
people.
have one.
But 3 can't make it.
Actually, looks more than 15 people. I know some of these guys are spotters. That's why I'm counting a little bit more.
I think Ryder is the first to.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he is.
Shore is back again. Can he make it in to qualifying, or can he make it actually into the race this time? He has
And I think
failed
our
to
next.
qualify in all 3 races so far.
Here we got our first qualifier out. We got Ryder.
Oh, here we go. This is outlap, right? Oh my god, wait. Okay.
I don't know why. Yeah, so apparently Ryder added an A to his name just to go first.
He
Which I don't
cheesed
think
the
you wanna do.
system.
Cheated the system. I mean, I saw 197 actually.
Yeah.
He's gonna run
Come around to start his lap here.
runs a little higher in the tri-oval. Here he comes up to his lap. Alright. Now down to turn 1, what do you choose? He goes bottom. Not choosing
Oh,
the
lap
key.
over. Oh.
Oh, did he go under the line?
Oh.
Oh wait, that's his checkered.
What?
Wait, what the? Huh?
You did one lap?
That was quick. Is he disqualified? What? Wait, is his time on the board right now?
It is.
Oh, I think I know what's going on. So Bubble is TPing drivers midway through.
Oh, that's why. There we
There's
He's
go.
no
teaching them
outlap.
to. Oh. Oh, that is.
So this is his flyer?
Yeah.
Yeah. See these guys using the top lane, trying to build up as much speed as they can.
Ryder.
Interesting.
Now he regrets going first. But
Dude, I don't think he's gonna be in. I don't think Solar's gonna be in either. You don't want to be on the high line.
yeah, that high line. I don't know. What's the? These guys were not expecting that. Oh, overtime line. Oh, let me actually. Let me actually.
So lap is over.
Yeah. Solar with a 55.213, about 500ths faster than Ryder.
Okay. All right.
I believe
Buck.
this is happening so. And qualifying doesn't go as fast. I mean, as slow.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I
Talladega
can definitely
qualifying
understand that.
Can take a while. Here's our last week's winner.
Winner at Atlanta.
Points are tight coming into Dega this week. We've got a tied cutoff, and only
Oh,
the
and the
leader
wall
of the
for Buck.
standings is only 11 points to the good. That's how close the cutoff is.
Down to the.
Oh, he's
Oh.
under the line.
Oh no.
Highline
Oh.
Yeah, so that is what you want to do. You want to run the middle.
Yeah, we.
I wasn't sure if I should say anything to these drivers, but I was concerned that with them running that high lane, thinking it would give them more. I know
Yeah,
these drivers have
mean,
done a bit of practice before this race.
Yeah, with all the tests we've done in the past on this track, it seems to be the middle lane has always been faster than the top. Even
Yeah,
in
Buck with
Buck
a
goes
55-0.
Ghost Bowl. You know,
The
one
fastest non-draft lap was actually set by me. It was a 54.317, I believe.
I thought it was a 0.5.
Oh yeah, 0.5, 0.5.
You can see the chat. These guys are these guys are a little confused on that time.
Here we have Chance
40.34.
qualifying in that 29 Ty Majeski inspired truck.
Yeah, he had a tough race last week. He's
He was very fast.
Yeah, he's all drivers locked in first person. Yes, keep that in mind. Drivers will be locked in first person, just like Daytona. So some of these guys have spotters for this race. Some of them don't.
Yeah, Chance running the middle. First driver to do
Yeah,
that.
one of these guys is trying to make it in. They just need points, especially after last week. He's looking to come back and rebound. Comes across the line.
Across the line, here we have
That is qualifying order.
54.7. 0.3 faster than Buck. That might be the standard for the rest of these qualifiers.
Shall we go over who we think favorites are for qualifying?
I believe that is a great question. Because with these super speedways, we've always seen them be very, very evened out.
I think Fard is one of my picks. Fard is so far this season. Fard has he's been really fast in qualifying.
Bard has been fast at these super speedways. We saw him. He won the pole at Daytona, right?
Yeah, especially Daytona. He won the pole there, so he's one to watch out for here at Talladega.
Yes, but we also saw if PC were to show up, which unfortunately he's not here right now. PC was very, very fast at Daytona, maxing out his pit stop as well.
Fard comes across the line. It's going to be the checkered. What will the time be?
Running so close to that yellow line. 6.83 takes the pole by 0.46 over Chance. Very good lap.
Shot up, flavored. Points leader going into the race.
Laird has been one of the most consistent drivers in this field throughout these three races. Has not gotten to
Down
victory
the
lane yet.
He's like, he's just
Ooh,
under the. So for those who don't know how the highline works, they are parts on the track, and based on his line, I believe he was just under that to not get the highline.
he was running. He had two tires below that yellow line, excuse me, that white line. Now he's gonna
But it
get that
depends
run.
on the seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair
He
enough.
does
The
get
speed
highlighted
is
this
kind of
time.
outside, but I don't think he fully got into it enough to really.
No, he's running 196. He's got that high line run.
Let's
He
see
got
what
it in
is.
3 and 4. I don't think in 1 and 2 he got it though.
Let's see what
He
it is
didn't.
Yeah,
across the
no,
line.
turns 1 and 2 he didn't.
What was it?
917. That's good enough for P3 between Chance and Buck.
So
And
far,
Flavored
6
also one of the
qualifiers.
team owners in Bubble and Pro Formula.
Axe tried to chase down Buck, our last week's winner. Came short last week in Atlanta, so Let's see what they can do this week at Dega.
We have a
Axe running mid. Just almost.
They're
right,
actually
Yeah, just in the running mid of the middle line.
yeah, they're actually on the cutoff right now. They're tied for the cutoff of being in. So
look at that truck, number 22 Penske font Pennzoil truck.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Very interesting color scheme. Coming out of turn 4. You still got that very good run, 196 throughout the tri-oval.
To the
Cross the
start
line.
finish line.
It's good enough for P3, 54.833, puts him ahead of Flavored.
Fart's still holding on to pole position.
I feel like that lap will hold. There's not many better at qualifying at these big tracks than Fard.
yeah, Fard is a guy to watch out for on those super speedways. He's always got his way around things at these big 2.5 mile tracks. Really, this one 2.66 miles.
Next to qualify is Turdy.
Waiting for him to get in his car. Sturdy's up. Struggling a little bit. Now he's in.
Already now just getting his scheme in, and he's off. That 23 Toyota Tundra.
Not sure if he showed up last week, but
He did.
Haven't seen much of him this season though.
I remember he smacked the wall pretty hard at Atlanta, and he had
Yeah,
to
I
go
think
home.
His first start was Atlanta.
I could have sworn he tried to qualify for Auto Club. I could be wrong though. We see that 23 getting really close. That white line dips down to the bottom,
Chooses bottom in 3 and 4.
but sacrifices a bit of run, running 194 compared to everyone else's
You've seen him-
196.
Yeah, you've seen him be able to carry that middle lane run down the entire straightaway, so he's losing a lot of time. What's it
Going
gonna
across
be?
the line. That's good for P3, 783. Interesting.
And not to alarm y'all, but I've been diagnosed with stuffed tummy after eating my Easter dinner. So,
Congratulations. Get out of here.
Dang.
Yeah, you should be at the hospital right now.
I'm just playing with y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
As Beast
Alright.
gets called out over.
The food was very good though. And now I'm ready to commentate this.
This race will be amazing. So far, 8 qualifiers have been up.
Just waiting on the next driver. Whoever it is.
I believe it is Kez is next.
Kez,
Yeah, it is Kez.
another guy fighting on that. Fighting in the points battle. And he
Interesting.
says publicly Downing it will be detained.
What? The
What a
world?
statement!
Talladega's-
What a statement by race control.
Talladega Security is really
Truly
popping
the
off
statement
there.
of all time. In that,
Oh,
here
now
we
we
see
got
Kez in that
privately
85
conned.
truck.
I mean,
Really running that
you,
fine line between 195 and
I
96.
mean, you just gotta keep talking about it. The points are so tight. I mean, these guys, only the leader is 11 points to the good. That's a really
Kez
tight
runs a
call.
little high.
Running a little bit, yeah. I was about to say that running high.
He's not gonna
Split
get
between the high.
a bit of a run.
Oh, 4. Let's see what it is. Runs high in the tribal.
He's all over the place. I think he's johnning
Not
it in the
sure where to go.
Johnning it in the car.
Bro,
It's already
joining it in the
qualified.
car.
Honestly, I can agree
That's
with you
for
all there on that.
P6.
He was moving way too much.
54.950
Yep. He ain't making the field.
between
Hey, say it.
Flavored and Buck.
But we could also keep into account
Alright, good job, Bubble.
the first people who went out for qualifying. I assume they had no idea about the high line and the middle line being the same. So most of them ran on the very high line, expecting to get a bigger run, when in fact there was no difference.
And here
Next
we have
driver
the number
is
1 truck
Silver.
of Lance coming out to qualify now. Oh,
Oh, didn't get the best acceleration.
took it a little too easy coming out to his lap.
Well, if we look on board, you can see him blowing. Is that gum? I think we have a driver blowing gum inside of their car. I don't think this guy is going to be that good.
He is, in fact, chewing some yellow bubble gum.
Either Aaron Judge or something. Like, come on, man.
I'm not sure.
Maybe it
He's
helps
running
him to concentrate.
awfully high.
Oh, now everyone is saying he's joining it and blowing gum, which is
Johnny
that's
Oh.
interesting to say the
Two,
least.
two people.
Who's gum?
Oh my God.
Check
What
the
is
flag.
happening?
Lance goes P5, 54.883.
We're just
he doesn't-
gonna
if he
ignore
doesn't
what
make the
they're
field
saying in the
this
chat.
week- If he doesn't make the field this week, he better have another piece of gum along with that one next week for Darlington.
Friendless.
That
gonna
might
have to
just
match
be
it.
his good luck charm.
Next
Here.
driver is Frontless in the.
Right.
What
The
is
number
this?
12, the
Is
Birds Aren't Real Society Toyota
What is going
Tundra.
on here at Talladega?
What
this
is
speed?
this? Look at
What
the
is
deck.
this?
Look at the
He doesn't
bed.
even have the logo.
A scheme.
What is this?
Dude, look at the truck bed.
They watch us. Microphone.
That's
wireless antenna,
hilarious.
Camera, speaker, CPU, battery.
He doesn't even have the Craftsmanship Series logo.
Inductive charging coil is supposedly in the feed.
Wireless antenna.
Birds
Battery.
Are Real Society.
Speaker,
CPU.
CPU, battery,
Microphone.
inductive charging coil.
Cars. Birds aren't really society. Ha! That's a
If
good
this
joke.
goes full, I don't know what's going on.
They watch us.
He
If this gets
he
full,
has
I'm
a
crashing
light
out.
bulb. He has a light bulb for a head.
And he goes fourth. 783
Oh,
ties
wow.
with
Yes,
Turdy.
Fourth.
We're gonna
That truck's
see.
going in the catch fence if it races.
I think the Birdmobile is going to become a bird today.
The
Yep.
Birds Aren't Real Society car truck is in the race. This is gonna be amazing.
He's gonna fly like a bird into the catch fence.
That car wins. It's
Hey, gonna
be
join them.
Incredible.
Alright, next is Yeet in the number 9, Roku.
I have a Roku
Yep.
TV.
Oh yeah, I did
Where
not
do
know
I?
blowovers.
Recipe for disaster.
We've got a report that blowovers have not been lowered, and we're going faster. So we might see a couple of flips today.
Yeah.
Hey, do y'all remember that?
Injury report is going to be exciting today.
Do y'all remember
Sure.
that Tubi commercial from a couple Super Bowls ago?
I think so. Maybe.
One where people thought their TV was getting hacked. That was
That is
funny.
That is funny.
That was.
That is funny.
Back to the
Roku's-
speeds
Roku's
that we were
scheme
talking
is
about.
actually-
See Yeet running really close to that bottom white line.
This could challenge Pole.
Yeah,
default
good
speed-
lap.
good line.
The default speed's like 193, so like it's dangerous. It's really fast.
He ran a really good line on the middle line there.
Oh,
And that's Pole.
Oh.
663.
By 2/10 of a second, he goes to the top of the board. Beautiful
Yeah,
lap.
it was
Amazing.
gonna-
Oh,
it was gonna
overtakes
challenge
Bard.
Pole. It was gonna challenge it. That was a good
So
lap.
I'm
Yeah,
now
you're
hearing
right.
I'm now hearing word from Dr. Halifax, our doctor for Bubbles truck, that there is a long white piece of concrete in the infield. That is for a runway for planes, because we're gonna have to have a freaking cargo plane to get all the drivers back to Daytona for Halifax Hospital, because we're gonna have so many
boy.
injuries today.
And now we have Nikki Tiffy, or F1
they
Racing
better-
fan, in that number 20. The number 20 Ford.
And there's that airport on the backstretch too.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
So
F1
technically, we could have
he
two
was wrong
planes.
about that.
F1 racing fans didn't have such a good race last week.
Yeah,
Definitely
we
gonna-
saw them getting caught up in quite a few incidents.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna
with-
come back and see what they can do here.
But I don't think the plane has clearance to land inside of the racetrack, so we're gonna have to.
Well, there is an
Nikki
airport
Tiffy's
right
running
outside the
pretty
track.
well.
Well, there's also the RV traffic leaving the speedway. Of course, the ambulances. We don't have the budget to run
P4 for
hot
Nikki Tiffy.
emergency lights on the
779.
ambulances. So
We're just gonna have to pray that the people in the RVs make room for the airplane when it comes down.
I don't think that's gonna happen because all the RV drivers are gonna be drunk after the race.
Well,
Yep, and it's sold
So
out
that's
too.
exciting.
Ryder is the first person out.
No.
Wow, our
Ryder.
Daytona winner.
Ryder is going home. The
Daytona
winner
winner.
at Daytona.
And the
No,
driver
no,
who
no,
changed
no.
his name to go first.
No.
He
Hey,
went
The guy
first,
that
and he's
cheesed the
first to come
system
Goodbye.
is the one that got bit by it.
The one who went first. Is going
Here
to
we
be-
have Noah in that
One who
24
changed-
DuPont Chevy. I wonder if this guy's a fan of Jeff Gordon. I'm not sure though.
I
I
don't think so.
wonder.
He
he
looks like a
William
Kyle
Byron,
Busch
man.
kind of guy.
No, yeah, he
This
looks
is
like a JJ
Jeff
Yaley type
Gordon
of guy,
Peter.
honestly.
I'm kidding.
Nah. Listen, Terry Labonte.
True.
Fireball
Back-
Roberts.
True as well.
Buck Baker.
Buck Baker.
So far, the only race Noah has won
Anyways.
was Auto Club. That was the only race he showed up for. So
Noah P3.
P3. in the
Tied for
Only
second.
a couple 10,000s off of Fard, according to this timing board. Very, very good lap.
So, when we have a tie, the timing board, it automatically has like a bunch of digits after, but we can't see it. So far, it does have a faster time.
So whatever the time,
After.
whatever this board shows is what's real.
Yep,
So it would be
indeed.
Fard over Noah, and it would also be Turdy over Friendless. And how we have Pink going out for their first lap. Well, only lap, excuse me.
I think they forgot. I think they're bringing their. Is this their test truck? Because they don't have a scheme on it.
Yeah. I assume so.
Or maybe I'd assume he might not make it into the field. Who knows?
They're just gonna have to cobble up a scheme in a few
I've heard
minutes
it's-
after qualifying ends.
I've
And
heard
I
of
got-
sponsorless. I've heard of sponsorless, but I don't think I've ever heard of numberless.
I got breaking news here, guys. If you look inside of the cockpit there, you see he's got a little bacon noob on his pocket. Inside the
Oh
truck.
my!
And he
Child
has a
safety laws, where are
Mercedes.
you?
Mercedes AMG Williams
He's got a co-driver. That's his
Alright, so
spotter.
He's got his
I have
child.
Breaking news. This driver is blind, so he has a
What is
co-driver
monkey?
to guide him around.
And Pink goes P5. 7-3-3,
Wow.
just
blind
behind
driver
Chance.
with a kid in the car. That's
Yeah, the
impressive.
co-driver is
Serious?
not even 1 month old. So I don't
He was
know
just
how
born
he's doing this.
Yesterday.
Rasco,
The child was
born
born
yesterday.
yesterday. The child was born yesterday, but he's a single father, so
Rasco
he had to
also
bring the
known
child
as
along with him.
Oscar Auto Club winners up now.
Ooh, this
Yeah,
guy
we saw
knows how to
him
drive a
win
race
Auto
car.
Club under rather dubious circumstances, but a win nonetheless.
A win is a win, you know. Can't contest
Got
that.
himself a lot of points.
Yeah, he's second.
Looking
right now
forward to
in
these
points.
playoffs.
2 races to go after Talladega.
And this driver does not have a helmet, so he might be cooked.
Oscar
Yeah,
is
one
second
impact
in
into the
points,
wall,
3
man.
back from Flavored. But Flavored might be in trouble of going home.
Ooh, that's gonna be big for the points.
After going to the
Very
lead,
big.
not making Dega would hurt him.
Yeah, this
Into the
just
trial.
goes to show how tight the points battle really is, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
points lead is
top
only 11
4
to
in
good.
points. Top 4 in points, Flavored. Oscar,
The
Ryder,
thing is, I
and
have
Buck
never heard
are
of fluid
6 apart.
transfer solutions. What in the world is that?
And Oscar
We have
is
some of the
going to
most
go
random sponsors here
6. 7-6-3 between
Nah.
Pink and Nikki Tiffy.
Not sure if that's safe, but you know. and Shore.
Up next,
Let's hope he can qualify in this week.
Shore Poopa 2.
Bubble might be a little annoyed at Anthony right now.
I don't believe
So I'm not
Shore
being
has made
kicked out
a
of
race
the
this
booth
season.
because-
Has not made a race.
So I'm now being
Daytona-
kicked out of the booth because I have to go qualify. See you guys later.
Oh,
That's sad.
interesting.
Goodbye.
Good luck.
Oh.
Hope you make it in.
Strange turn of events. One of our commentators is actually a truck driver. Who would have guessed?
Wow, really?
So let's hope Shore can make it in this time. He wasn't fast enough at Daytona. Hit the wall at Auto Club. Also hit the wall last week at Atlanta. So hopefully he makes
been
it in
selling.
this week. Yeah,
He's
has
been
running
selling the
pretty
past couple
decent.
weeks.
Coming
That-
out
that
of
is
turn
a beautiful
four.
speed,
That's
might
good
I add.
speed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got it. I think he's got it.
196.
He might be safe. Like, where does it go?
Oh, he's running a
little high.
little high.
Levels. Got to cut it
Dude,
down.
he cooked. He's
Oh,
over,
cooked.
like,
what's
he's
he
Oh yeah,
finally
he's
got it.
cooked. He's cooked.
Where does he go?
Hold on. Shore goes P6.
Oh, he's got it.
Flavored.
He's in.
He might be
Is
in.
going home.
Flavored goes home. Our points leader is not gonna
Which
make
is-
it into the race.
That's huge for the points, remember.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he's only
that is
11 to the good, so
huge.
he's gonna fall down the order.
Wow.
So Oscar's just hoping to take the points lead here.
I'm gonna make this prediction real quick.
Two.
Monk is gonna take pole.
And now
He's
Two
gonna
of our
take-
top three in the
He's
point
gonna-
standings are not racing.
So NASCAR boy in the practice session before this had the fastest lap and held it for the entire session. So he's one to look out for in the race and in qualifying.
Oh, look, our commentator that
I was
pulled down in the
second
truck.
in that session, and I was originally gonna sub for somebody until
Oh, look at
I
that.
realized-
Cuts it down off
Oh.
exit. One of the
Ooh.
we've not seen anybody run this line yet.
That's,
You've seen
that,
people
that's
run
the
this out
line.
of 4, not out of 2. But
There
he's
he goes
keeping
back
a
to
lot
the
of
middle, goes
speed.
back to the middle.
Trying to keep that momentum. Trying to keep it
Well,
up.
he's
Trying to
got
get
it.
back
He's
to
going
196. Off the corner.
96 here.
He's going to cut down hard again.
Cuts
Look,
it
there he
down.
goes.
Oh, he's got a 196. That's an amazing corner right there.
Here we go to the line. This could be pole.
Wow, I think he's got pole right here.
If not pole, he makes it into the show. Checkered flag. What's it gonna be?
Oh, by a couple 10,000s over Yeet.
wow.
yeet.
What a lap.
I tell you, I've been magically teleported back to the booth, and I see oh my god.
What
That's
a
a tie.
time.
Okay, well-
Tied for pole.
And here we have
Monk
Honey, one of the
just
fastest trucks
yeeted
we've seen
Yeet
in this series,
pole.
going through quite a few misfortunes.
Honey is way.
Wrecked on the last lap at Daytona, smacked the wall at Auto Club.
Yeah,
I
Honey.
totally didn't expect that.
Honey is 15th right now in points. He's 9 out of being in the chase. So he's gonna need to have a good race here if he wants to challenge back for the cut line.
Well, as we've seen from this young season, he's
and he hits the brake.
oh,
That's
Hit
his
the
lap.
brake.
And it's
That's his
over.
lap.
No.
It's over.
We'll be
Again.
seeing
oh
next week, Honey.
no!
Did he just? He literally
Honey-
broke
What
under.
happened?
Honey will not make it.
Hold on.
He got loose. He got loose.
No way he got loose.
The air hit his spoiler wrong and got him whipped around. I think he had to correct the truck.
Well, let's take a look at
No.
what time he would get. He's going
Adios.
home.
Goodbye.
Na 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 na
He
na.
hit a
I think-
seagull.
Hey.
I think he had the setup a
Goodbye.
little too loose going into turn 3 and it just caught him off guard.
And that's our field.
That's
I'm
what
on.
he
Wow.
did.
I'm on- So we have a commentator on pole.
Yep.
Yeah, get out of here.
How would this work?
Congratulations.
Alex,
guess-
take over Monk's spot.
Wow,
I guess I have
that's-
to go back down to the. I guess I have to go back down to the track. It's air conditioned in here, but no, I have to go back to the track.
That was big.
Can you not drive?
My gosh.
Up as he goes to get into his truck, and now it's just us 4 up here.
Mm-hmm.
This
And I do
race
realize there
gonna be
is no
exciting.
booth for us. There is no booth for us here today, so we are
Oh.
cooked. Oh, never
Well,
Yeah, I
mind.
we're
guess
on
we just
a-
have to. Oh yeah, there is.
Guess
I
we're on
need
a spotter's
owner
tower.
or admin. Very interesting place for a booth on the spotter's tower where we can't see worth crap, unless if we're
Well,
here.
we get a
But we'd be risking
nice view of
injuring
it.
ourselves. So yeah.
So we've got guys on the track now. There are now guys.
Getting ready.
No,
to,
thank you, Bubble.
Wow,
That
that's
is
just
crazy.
direct. That's crazy.
I will gladly not do that.
All right, as the field is set. Nas will be on pole. Nathan second, Far third, Noah fourth. Chance will be fifth. Pink behind him, Short, Oscar, F1 Racing Fan, Turdy, Friendless, Axe, and then Lance.
Lance has barely squeaked into the field.
Yeah. He's actually pretty lucky that Honey had an issue there. Honey had a good lap going.
He was on a cooker until that unfortunately happened. You know, you hate to see that happen, but it happens.
Lance will live to fight another day.
Yes, he will.
And just a reminder for all you people at home, a catch fence crash will be a DNF. Grass flip crash is also a DNF.
Mm-hmm. So
Everything
chances of that,
else is usually just a respawn and a caution.
yep, and the chances of seeing a crash like that, a catch fence crash or a grass flip, is very high because someone mentioned it earlier. The speeds here are ridiculously fast, and this is the most dangerous track on the schedule this season
Yeah, they were going almost 200 miles per
by a
hour
long shot.
without the draft and just running the high line. So when we get in the draft here, we're going to see speeds upwards of 200 miles an hour, and
Actually,
Wilberforce
a
has not
little
been
over
changed.
200.
Yeah, a little over 200. And as Bubble mentioned, blowover forces have not been changed. So there's a way higher risk of going airborne at this track. So just got to pray these drivers don't wreck so we don't have the inevitable massive catch fence crash.
So everything's getting ready. Drivers are going to start getting prepared to go down pit lane. We'll cut back when everybody's lined up and ready. Welcome back. Drivers are now getting lined up. First driver up is Nas on the overtime line. That's where drivers will be starting, or that's where drivers will start and they will restart.
The driver in second, which is Yeet, seems to be missing from
Oh
the
no.
lineup.
Hopefully he'll join back. Bubble's gonna continue down the order. And while we're doing this, we'll get some pre-race interviews going while we're lining everybody up. Let's invite our first person up, is our pole sitter. Monkey, you guys are up in the booth?
Yes, as I was just there.
Yeah, qualified on pole. Obviously close for qualifying on pole. You know, tied, almost close to tying him. What's it gonna be
Yeah, I
for
wish
today?
it was a little bit bigger of a gap, but that's fine.
Yeah, what's it gonna be for today? What's the goal?
We're gonna just go. Just no lift.
Oh,
Just,
no lift.
Then drive through everybody.
I don't care if I see God or the checkered flag first.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
You
say
are
that.
not
Oh.
Andy Jankowiak. Calm down.
Yeah, you're not
that's
Andy
the
J.
season right there. That's quite of the season there by Monk.
I see no one in front of me, and that means I'm gonna win.
That is true.
That's a good mindset to put yourself in.
Just don't overdo it. Else
Mm-hmm.
you might
I
have
mean,
a
there's no
little
overdoing. Overdoing
The
means you're
late
gonna win.
block.
You don't have a spotter. How does that make you nervous or just you're just gonna go in? You know,
You know what? Well, the truck series is already chaotic enough, so might as well add to the chaos.
Oh,
Might
interesting.
as well add to the chaos.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You love to see it. You love to see it. And Nathan, I think, has just joined the game.
Yes. Yeet
But it's
on
gonna be
the
a good race.
outside pole. Oh.
Are we serious?
All right.
No way
Nash.
you're turning that around.
All right, Nash. You qualified on pole. You better win today.
I
Yeah.
will.
Very confident.
He
That
won't.
was Nas of the 88 truck, pole sitter.
Now, one thing we should mention: how many times has the pole sitter of a super speedway race actually won it?
None.
None.
Fard was
Sounds
in
about right.
contention late at Daytona, but he got a huge wreck.
Yeah. Previous last 3 races, Ford has won 2 out of the 3 races on manufacturers. Dodge obviously splitting Daytona and Atlanta. Dodge won Auto Club. That was Oscar. Well, I believe didn't make this race. Did he make the race?
Oscar has made the
So.
race.
Yeah, he did make the race. So
Oh,
not sure when Chevy will be able to pick up that win.
who knows? They could come here today.
Yeah,
You just
Has
never know.
I believe Toyota also hasn't gotten a win this season.
yeah, Toyota and
If
Chevy.
they can just survive and have trucks up there, they could easily go win this thing today.
Toyotas
Monk
have been
is on pole
quiet
right
to start
now.
the
Speaking
season.
of Chevrolets, Monk is on pole, and there's a Toyota to his outside. That's the 2 manufacturers that haven't gotten a win yet. But right behind them, as you can see, it's a bunch of Fords.
So far,
Oh, yeah.
3 different
Not
winners
looking
this
easy.
season, as well.
Very competitive.
I'm confident we're going to see another new winner this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a place for an underdog to come through and win.
Especially the chaotic nature of super speedway racing. Anything can happen at any moment. Just gotta be ready for it.
You just gotta pray that you get through the wrecks today.
There will definitely be a lot of them. Or not, this could be a single file clean race, or it could just be a wreck fest, so.
We're hoping for the first one, definitely. But obviously, we want some
Yeah.
wrecks here and there. We
Yeah.
definitely don't want Daytona. These guys have a lot more room to spread themselves out. So hopefully they choose
Oh, yeah.
more lanes, and we hopefully don't have a single file train like we did at Daytona.
Yeah, I think these guys will definitely be more confident. They have about 6 cars of width to make a move to set up a pass, and to just overall race. I think they're going to be more confident in making a move, especially given that the middle and the high line, they can get a way easier run. So they might use that to their advantage in setting up a pass.
Yeah, and we saw at Daytona, the single file just did not work. You could not train for such a long time. It's just not going to pay off. We saw
Yep, and that led to chaos.
Yeah, we saw Honey at the end of the race, got the bad end of the stick, got got spun by just leading that long train. You don't want to lead that. You want to be at least in the back, hopefully past some people from that wreck that's going to happen. And Bubble's going to run the lap to remove the timing board. NASCAR boy will pick up that extra point for qualifying on pole.
It's going to be good in this point situation.
Oh yeah. And in the 24 truck, we had the Easter Bunny. So happy Easter to the people that celebrate it. Hopefully, we don't see, fatality happen, but you never know. It's Talladega. It could happen.
Hopefully, it's some of that Easter luck. Maybe he'll win in that. Maybe he'll win today.
Who knows? It's gonna be a wild race. I'm looking forward to it. I hope those drivers have their straps pulled extra tight today, man, because it's gonna be one of those days. You're gonna want that seatbelt strapped tighter than you've had it before.
Got our guys branching out with their spotters. Got a couple guys that do not have spotters. People who do not have spotters have a radar to rely on around that shows the cars around them.
And a rear view camera. I think you see to look directly behind them.
Yep. Here we go, guys.
Race Control is giving us the
Ready.
R.
But if I'm one of these drivers right now, I just take a deep breath. You're about to go into war at the biggest NASCAR track there ever is to exist. 33 degrees of banking, high speed action. It's going to be absolutely insanity from here to the end of this race. And I'd just be holding on to that steering wheel as tight as you can today, because it's going to be one of those races. And let's just see what happens here.
Waiting on the call
Here
from
we are
Race
just
Control.
waiting for the command.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 cars. We have 12 in the field. 10 go home with points. Now, obviously, last week, and I believe Auto Club, 10 cars finished exactly in the race. So that has not been a problem where drivers have went home with no points.
Place Talladega, used to be called Talatigi because of the tribes in this, in the early days. Here's the countdown.
A long 15 seconds to get these drivers to go green.
Getting these drivers ready.
And
5
as it's
seconds.
different from Daytona, it's a pack start. Everyone goes at 0.
Green flag. We are rolling.
Green.
Talladega.
That was a good start for that top lane. Nathan got out right to the lead.
It's just important to just keep your head on your shoulders this early on in the race.
Here comes
Don't
NASCAR
make-
boy.
Don't make
be wide
too
in the
many
back.
moves.
3 wide already in the back.
Four
For
wide,
Last
nearly
place.
4. They were nearly 4 wide there.
You see that
They're
20
about to go
truck,
for-
a little squirrely.
Guys moving around, not used to the first person in a pack this big.
They're already trying to find some more places to go. You see, Accent 30, a little bit of contact back there. Evened
You
out for
see
the
that
lead.
top line of Yeet and Noah trying to get some momentum as Fard
Whoa!
A little bit of
is going to try and
contact.
side draft him as Chance dives to the bottom.
Ford
They're
is
gonna-
heavily side draft the entire outside line.
Now they're going to be 3 wide. They just allowed Chance, Friendless, and F1 to get down to the bottom. They're going to be 3 wide.
Keep
Where
in mind, the
does-
side
Four
draft is
wide almost.
extremely powerful.
Where does
Keep
Nash
in mind
choose
with
to
that,
go?
the side draft is extremely powerful with these trucks. You
Yeah,
lose so much
Three
speed because of that.
wide, almost 4
Four wide.
wide. What's Pink going to do on that
They're
outside?
4
We're 4 wide
4
at Talladega.
wide.
Hold it together, boys. Keep it together, boys. 4 wide at 2 rows deep.
Pink's
Here
all the way
comes
up on the
Cross
top.
Oval.
He got shuffled out. He's got to go to the back.
Nearly 5 wide.
Chance hasn't given much slack from Friendless on that bottom line as Shore slots in behind Fard. Chance now forced 4 wide. Friendless going to the bottom.
That's just allowing those 3 trucks to pull ahead.
Whoa,
boy, we got
whoa.
the
Axe in the
wall.
wall.
Oh, and Axe is
Front
in the
end
wall.
damage.
Damage. Caution's going to come out.
No.
Ince got rear end
Damage.
damage now.
They'll race it back. And whatever the positions
got
are across the
rolled.
line.
Oh,
Oh,
we got more
around.
trouble.
Can he save it?
Easter
No,
bunny's
no,
around.
he
He
saved
saved
it.
it.
Oh, when he comes down,
He
Chance
saved
gets
it.
collected.
Chance.
Chance's
Can
turn.
he save it?
Oscar's also around. He saves
Yes,
it. Chance
he
saves it.
can.
Oscar
What a
gets it
save.
back
You
going.
Chance-
Chance saved it.
Here they come down to the line. What does Farah do? He steps
Oh,
out.
look for a move.
Shore goes with them.
Chance,
If he could get to his
Chance trying to
door.
pick up
have
as
enough.
many spots as he
Not
can,
enough,
getting
not enough
side
for
drafted
one.
from Nikki Tiffy.
Oh, and Noah gets
It's-
hit. Oh, Turdy's getting hit after the line.
And these drivers are going to drive it down to that line.
We have ourselves
Whoa,
a car.
Oh, and they're wrecking again.
Oh. Axe is
See,
on his
after the
last
next car.
truck.
Now
Front
this
end
is
damage.
Now I
Devastating.
wouldn't be surprised if Axe slowed it down and went to the back and just tried to, keep it clean. He definitely does not want to DNF this race. He's out right now. He's tied for the cutoff, so him being out would hurt him in the points.
We're getting a report that Shore got rear end damage after getting run over under caution. You will be allowed to respawn, will not lose a car.
I'm looking at this point sheet right now. I'm seeing that only one driver has scored points in all 3 races prior to Talladega, and that is Flavored, our points leader, who unfortunately missed the show today.
That's going to open up the door there for a bunch of people.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are going to be fighting on
To
the
attack.
They're definitely going to be going for points. This is a good day to go for points. See Shore trying to get himself lined up.
And these trucks are hard to line up because there's hardly any good reverse grip on these trucks whatsoever.
No, pits do not open under caution. They will only be open under green flag, just like Daytona. They're going to let Shore into the position. So these guys, even if they can cause these many cautions, they're still going to have to pit eventually in this race.
And it's
No one can
and,
make it on fuel just running.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Race control
And
decision not adding caution laps.
Yep. And this is going to be maybe a 2 to 3 stop race depending on what happens here today. Most likely 3 stops.
Drivers are lined up. We still got 12. Caution lap 1.
Everyone's getting ready for this restart.
Hopefully they'll tone it
5
down
second
this time after
countdown.
seeing what happened in lap 1.
And we're back rolling green. Forward, that outside lane got a really good start.
Yes, they did.
That restart for the inside there, they all got checked up.
Yeah, just like the initial start. Oh, there's a little bit of contact in the back.
Short side's up.
That inside lane did not have a lot of grip.
Mm-mm. And they're already 3
Target,
wide back
that's
there,
the
as you
lead.
see.
You see Oscar,
Absolute
Nikki
chaos.
Tiffy, Chance, now Pink.
Whoa, now Shore moved to blocking Friendless, almost cleared himself again.
Oh,
another three
Friendless
wide.
pushes him under the apron.
Gotta let him up.
Oscar backs off. And that's something you just got to realize. You have to know when to back off and when to actually go for it. And Oscar obviously knew in that scenario what he needed to do.
You see 7 trucks inside, 5 on the outside.
Very even so far, but Fard is still able to hold this lead pretty comfortably.
Monk.
Nass is
Trying
trying to
to
get
make a
that
move?
side draft, but that leaves the
You
door open
just-
for Noah to
Yeah.
go 3 wide and take it on the outside.
NASCAR boy went down, tried to side draft the bottom lane, then let Noah get to his top. But Noah's not going to be able to carry a lot of momentum up on the top lane, allowing Nas to go back to clear him.
Nass is gonna get back to where he was, but that definitely held
The
up
12
that
truck.
top.
12 truck realized he's
This
gonna
is the
step
out-
out. Here comes a run for that top. They're gonna build something big down the straightaway. He's got to get ready for the push.
A lot of these drivers are pushing 197, 198 down this tri-oval.
Shore steps up. He's going for the lead. He's gonna try.
He's going to get a push from that 12 truck of Friendless.
They're pushing
You can see in
hard.
the back, Turdy is shuffled out by chance. Just couldn't get himself clear between him and Noah.
Outside,
Bard's
got a
doing a good
big
job
one
holding this
coming
lead.
now.
Race control is stressing on that left rear. They do not want people pushing on the left rear. Oh,
Pushing on
Pink
that left
Whoa,
rear.
Pink!
Oh,
got shuffled
Pushing
out.
on
He
that
tried to
left
back out.
rear.
we're going
Oh.
Now,
four wide
now he's
again.
holding
Careful,
up the
guys.
entire lane
This
behind.
is tight. They've got to figure it out.
They have to figure this out quick. Pink might be trying to back off. That is exactly what Pink is trying to do. They do not like this look.
And Fard has held the bottom. He's not cared about going to the top and blocking Shore. He wants to hold this bottom, keep Axe behind him.
That yellow line is your best friend around this racetrack.
This is a relatively long race, 75 laps, around 2.66 miles of this super speedway. We have a long way to go.
Now,
Oh yes,
the fuel run is unknown at this point. I don't know if drivers even know the fuel run. So they're going to figure
Like
it out
25
as
to
they go
30.
through this race. 25 to 30.
Oh,
Oh,
Fard
Fard got a line.
is forced up. Here
And
comes
he-
Axe to the bottom.
Fard got forced up.
Shore
Force-
goes to the top.
Yeah, he had to force Shore up, so now Fard's going to control the top lane. Shore's going to have to go to the back.
Looks like Yeet is trying to back out as he's 3 wide with Nass and Turdy.
four wide.
You see Shore up on that top line, all alone. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna try and hold it? He
Guys
will.
need to be careful here.
Now they're going to side drive Noah on both sides.
Oh, you see that
Slow
20
all of
give
them
a
down.
big push to that 8. And that 22 is gonna surge out to the lead.
Look
But
at
he's
the
getting
17
side
at the
drafted by
outside.
Fard again.
Oh yeah,
The outside's got
Your
a
point,
one building
Coringa.
up.
this outside lane's building huge momentum. Noah's got
Oh.
a massive push there.
Oh,
Here comes
He
the
got
push,
tight.
Oscar.
Whoa.
He got really tight there.
Race control wants this to be clean. They're really giving warnings out.
no texting and driving,
They
kids.
do not want that.
Especially at high speeds
Push
like
coming
this.
back for Fard. I know
No.
Axe wants to get this. He wants to clear Fard. He wants to be able to control both lanes by having them both clear.
No texting and driving, especially in the high 190s.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
That's just almost a bad bump to Fard there.
Shore
They'll hit one.
takes the spot that Turdy left open.
Axe gets clear that top lane.
What is he
He's
gonna do with
super
it
forward,
though?
it has a run
Stays
again.
bottom. See, NASCAR boy side drafting Noah, keeping him back. And that's something we're going to see. We're going to see that bottom lane come up and side draft the top. Trying to hold them back down the straights because that's where the run carries. And Axe gets pushed up the
Oh.
track. He's going to have to cover the top lane now.
Here comes Oscar and that 20 of Nikki Tiffy to the front as Noah gets shuffled out.
Now Nas goes to the outside. The bottom has just fallen
That
apart.
gap in the bottom lane, that's not what they want.
Yeah, they
Saw
do
Noah
not want that
trying to
gap.
side draft Turdy, trying to get something going, but
What
it's
a-
just not enough.
What a
Whoa.
run for Axe and
That was
Fard.
dangerous,
They made a move and it was an aggressive one.
but it worked.
Almost under the line.
Noah,
worked.
Turdy, and Pink 3 wide for last.
Barely worked.
Pink trying to just get themselves collected.
That 8 truck jumps up to the outside line now.
Axe and
There's a
Fard are
big
together.
run to the outside.
Tandeming up in the front. Oh, now Axe
Oh
pushes him.
boy!
Naz went
Contact in
for
the
a
back.
gap underneath Friendless, but it almost ruined the field. But they're
This is
okay.
Good Athen. It almost ruined the field, and speaking of nearly
Ooh.
ruining the
Oh.
field, Fifi fan thought
That
he was
9
clear.
truck has to back out.
And he's gonna back out. See, Pink even backs
Pink-
out for him. He sees that he needs to come back up the track.
Pink is extremely cautious in these early laps.
We just got a race control
Whoa!
message.
Oh,
from
blind
Blankford.
side.
Whoa! Below
Nicky
the
for
double
clearing
below
himself.
the yellow.
Now this what B said about the field. This will probably be a field strategy race.
Mm-hmm.
25 to 30, you said. I believe that. I don't know if they can do just one stop.
No, they're gonna have to most likely do 2 to 3 pit stops here today.
Yeah. So Fard controls right
see-
now.
You can still see 3 wide in this pack. Turdy, Axe. Well, now it's Friendless, Yeet, and Noah. Just trying to get themselves situated. As Pink is just
Yeah,
watching this
that-
madness
that
unfold.
top lane fell apart. Oh, a little bit of contact. Turdy, F1 Race Fan, and Axe. See that top lane starting to come back together.
I think he got sent 3 wide. That's gonna break up all momentum they had building up. But they're gonna try to get formulated again. As you see, Yeet go to the outside.
Oh, you can see Noah trying to give a push, but he is just so squirrely. And
See
it's
this-
still Fard. And here comes Shore! Trying to fight for that race lead.
Sure, try to make something work. He's not really good in points right now, so he's gonna need a good finish today to be able to put himself back to fight in the chase.
He needs to have a great last 3 races, starting today.
Watch that top
And has
lane.
he's gonna get a push from
I got him.
Naz. What is he gonna
Gotta
do?
get
He's
around
going
here.
to the
Sure jumps
outside.
to the top. He sees that top lane's coming. He's gonna hope
Oh.
that they can give him a push.
It's not
Here
enough.
they come. They got a big run. They have a huge run.
Big
Oh, yeah.
run.
Push was not
Big
enough,
run.
but he's got a
Here he
big
goes.
push from Oscar.
He's
Here
gonna
it
go
is.
challenge for the lead.
Not enough though, but here comes another massive push.
Another
Oh, he
one.
got really
Oh,
tight
he gets
there.
pushed up.
Shore
But he's
still
able to
fighting
hold
with Fard for this race lead.
They're just not fully up to
He's not
speed.
allowed
They're
to
getting
go
side
here.
drafted by the bottom.
Going 199 through these turns. As
Tied with the
Shore
track.
brought down to earth
Question
a little
is-
bit.
When will the big one strike? It hasn't happened yet. It's gonna
Pink is
strike at
backing
some
off.
point. We just don't know when.
Oh, they broke up a little bit on the top lane.
Shore trying to stay out of that side draft.
Oh, a
of that
little bit of
Chance moves
contact.
up.
Chance
Oh, but Chance
comes
comes
back
down.
down.
Boy.
So Friendless
Yeah,
is
let
gonna
him
back
back
out.
Gotta let Friendless back in as he slides in behind Axe.
I believe that was probably a spotter issue. I think Chance is one of the guys who has a spotter. See, Shore with a
Indeed he
run.
does.
Look, he goes to the top. Almost able to clear Fard. What a run he just had.
Fard is getting that
Whoa,
side draft.
Nas.
Nas.
Nas is
Ooh.
boring.
I just got word from Monk that there is a injury. Oh, wait, injury report. We got to check the injury report real quick from last week here, which was quite interesting actually. If you want to bring that graphic up real quick, Corey.
The injury report is up on your screens as you see.
Ford
Full-
with the shifted weight. PC, he got bubbled, which if y'all saw that, that was a crazy moment last week. Bubble, he's mentally unstable. And Monk with the commentator curse.
I believe
As
Monk
this injury
just
report has been flashed on your
Monk
screen. We have
has to go.
Shore
Monk has to go.
out front, in front of Fard.
Shore takes the
for the
lead in
lead.
Talladega. Nas has to go. Our pole sitter has to go.
Oh,
Whoa, Shore.
Little bit of a
down.
late
Shore
block.
almost cleared himself off of Fard, but he backs off. And he's got a push from Oscar again.
So Shore is actually Far doesn't have any run yet, so Shore is gonna probably clear him down into turn 3 if he gets a run.
Yes, he will. He's got all the help in the world.
That
And
outside
will he
lane
go
got
down to the bottom, or will he stick it out?
that
on
outside
middle
lane
line?
got him way out to the lead. I think he might feel comfortable up there. He's gonna keep it there. See Fard coming up trying to side draft. Now
Oh,
Chance
he
goes
gets
to the
pushed.
bottom.
Fard
Fard
got
tried
pushed on
side
the left
drafting a little
rear.
too hard and left a gap open for Chance on that
Chance.
bottom line.
Chance goes challenge. Now,
Oh,
now goes to the
Oscar looking
bottom.
for a move.
Shore
Like
blocking
crazy here.
Oscar.
The outside has a run again.
Here comes that 23 of Turdy and the 24 of Noah.
Easter Bunny.
Shore's
Matt
going to
Truck.
try and hold the bottom. Maybe slide back up if he has enough. He's going to
Gate
slide
truck's
back
gonna
up.
Get a run on him.
Is Oscar going to push him, or is he going to try and make a move for the lead himself?
He pushes him.
You can see a huge train on that outside line. There's only 3 trucks left on the inside. Chance, Axe, and Pink. All just trying to make it. Just trying to keep it.
See,
uh,
Turdy goes to the
Turdy
bottom.
went.
Turdy brings
Whoa.
Noah. Now they go to the bottom.
Short
Shot
goes down to
blocked
block it.
Sorry.
Oscar gets left out on the outside.
Shore's just gonna go wherever the run goes.
He's relying
He's
on that
trying
radar,
to
so he's
drag
radar
Oscar
driving.
with him.
And that's what you want.
At
You
this
want to be
point.
able to control both lanes. And he's doing it.
Beautifully, actually. For now.
Shores in prime
Shore's
blocking
gonna
position
stick
right
it
now,
out
but
with
there's
that
a
middle
run
lane.
coming to the
Oscar
bottom.
looks like he's got a bit of momentum.
Turdy goes bottom.
Shores
Turdy
is not
challenging
clear
for
on
the
the
lead.
bottom.
Will he stay out of that side draft? He will. But that inside line has gotten a lot of momentum. Look at all those trucks.
They have
30.
6 trucks to be exact. Now 5.
Shore
Back to
goes back
6,
to the bottom. He
7.
got to push. Now he's gonna keep it on the bottom.
Oh.
Noah with a bad push.
Oh.
Push
Goodness.
Turdy up the track. Here comes Noah for
Noah.
second.
And here comes Fard again. That 17 truck has been so fast in this early part of the race. 20% of the
been
way
really
done here at Talladega.
Look at Noah trying to make a move. He's going to try and trust that 23 truck to push on the 21 blocks, the run that's coming up top.
Big push for
They
Shore.
got a
him
long
way
line
out
of
to
trucks at the
lead.
middle.
Push.
Fard trying to go to the bottom. Will Shore go down to block him?
Turdy got
He
pushed
will.
up.
Yes, he will. That
Shore-
was a beautiful
Shore's
block.
like- Liking
Just
this.
in time.
Shore's liking this. He's getting pushed out by that middle lane. Able to get him clear the bottom lane. So now he's gonna control down the back straightaway.
Looking in that in the back, you see Yeet and Pink just trying to relax.
Oh,
and
Turdy's out.
Turdy's done. He's
Turdy has to
he's
go
got to
as well.
go.
Turdy
That is
has got to
unfortunate
go.
stuff for Turdy.
That leaves
And
10
that leaves
cars.
10 trucks left.
Once again, 10 cars. 10 trucks left in the race. Now, if all 10 of these guys finish, it'll be the 3rd race in a row where only 10 trucks finished and hit the checkered line.
But I doubt that's going to happen because
Noah
this is
looks
Talladega.
to be getting a lot of side draft, but Shore is still commanding that inside line.
Remember, Axe is on his last car. So he's got to keep it clean.
Oh, yeah.
Shore surges out to the lead.
Now, I'd like to see how these guys handle pit stops because I know first round of pit stops are starting to come up. See, Noah going for the
Oh,
move.
Noah's trying to shake him.
Noah goes to the top. Friendless does not follow
Friendless
him,
was a
so
big
Noah
push.
Noah has to shuffle. He's gonna have to go to the back. And then Friendless didn't
He shaked
follow him.
himself.
Noah looked like he was trying a little too hard just to get the lead for himself, and it's cost him. He's got to go all the way to the back and try again.
2x2x2. Now Axe makes it 3 wide on the bottom.
With
4
Chance
wide, I
and
think. Nearly
Oscar
4.
still Shore now pushing him as Friendless. And that bars 12, excuse me.
Oh!
Oh,
no.
bad block by
Oh,
Shore.
what?
Friendless is on the line. So Shore goes back
Oh
up to the
my.
top. That leaves the
Oh, he
door
can't
open.
do that.
Door open for Ford. Here he goes.
Friendless.
They're getting really aggressive. They're 3 wide in the back.
Oh,
Oh, and
Oh,
Nathan.
round.
Front end damage. Oh my.
Debris all over the
That's a
track.
lot of
Hard into the
damage.
inside
Oh
wall.
my God.
Oh, we've
Guys, I
got.
think we might
He
have an
hits the
injury
catch
here.
fence.
He scraped the catch fence. He got the catch fence damage.
He's done. That's it.
Guys, I think we got an injury report here. No helmet
He
whatsoever.
was running. He was running in the back with
On
Pink
Yeet.
to avoid
Here
the
co-
trouble.
Watch
as soon
this
as
race
the
back.
guy
Here
got
comes the
back.
push. Far goes to the top. He can't get there.
Oscar's gonna side draft him though. He wants it for himself. Shore's gonna get the race back here. Oscar gets second.
We got word from race control that that does not count as a DNF.
Yeah, it was a bad
Does it?
fence. Bad fence detection off of race control.
Hmm.
But he will be on his last car.
Yes,
So
and
they
while under this
did-
caution, I do want to go a little bit deeper into the injury report on specifically what happened last week. So Ford, he got weight shifted. He's been diagnosed with shifted weight after the weight shift at lap 10. PC, he's been diagnosed with bubbled after getting hit and wrecked by Bubble about 10 times. Michael, Bubble himself, he's been diagnosed with mentally unstable after the, quote, master class at Atlanta. And Monk has been diagnosed with commentator's curse after the commentator saying, I want this car to make the race. So that's your deep dive on the injury report heading into this week.
As you can see here, everyone's backing up to that line. Some a lot more aggressively than others.
Just wondering what the fuel might be for some of these guys. I know they're getting close for those first round of pit stops. So Shore is gonna start us for the restart. He's gonna restart us. And what a job by Shore so far today. He's kept that car clean so far, no damage yet. Been in the lead.
First race that 21 has made all season, and he is putting on a show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Late bloomer. He's gonna be for his first race making it. He is doing an incredible job. Still and leading all those laps and not crashed yet. So far, Axe and I believe Nathan are the only people that have lost the reset and are on their last cars.
Here from Race Control, Yeet and Axe are on their last trucks, so they have to be careful with these last 55 laps.
So those guys
Got
who
another
have
word
left
there?
mid-race, Race Control is just giving us the message. For people who qualify into the race and leave mid-race will be getting a 5-point penalty, concluding
That's
the
Monk
actual race.
and Turdy. Correct me on that second one.
Monk and that
Monk
would be
and
Monk
Turdy.
and Turdy. That will get a 5-point deduction. Both who have Monk, who actually qualified on a pole, got himself that extra point. It won't matter anymore. So I believe after this race he'll be -4 on the standings because he has not scored any points.
That's gonna be a long recovery with only a few weeks left in the regular season. Anyways, we're back
Green
underway from
flag.
Talladega.
Restart again. This
Green,
time it
green.
wasn't the
Wow,
top
the
lane.
inside got an amazing start.
Inside got the start
Really
this
good jump
time.
there. That was the best restart we've seen all day so far from that inside line, guys.
Now, I'm
Real
not.
good restart
I'm
there.
not sure Fard can step out here and make a move. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of momentum behind him. You see, Axe actually went to the top, and you saw what
I
happened
would
to him.
think he
Now
would
he's falling
just
back.
ride it out a little bit on this inside line.
Yeah, I think
Just
they're gonna
stick with
need.
Shore here.
He's gonna need some of these other guys to catch up behind him if he wants to even make a move. But Axe went out early.
Axe out there. He has Friendless. And now he has Noah trying to jump out. He's got F1 Racing Fan trying to help out.
Yeah, these guys are trying to create a top lane back here. Shore's still out with the lead. They're way out in the lead right now. That's a 3-car tandem.
Here we on that inside line behind Oscar, it's just Chance and Pink. And then it's just all those trucks on the outside.
See Noah on the top. Yeah, he's trying to get him. Shore actually I don't know if he got pushed out or he stepped out, but now he's on the top lane. So he's gonna have to hope those guys get back to him. I would assume that he would try side drafting Fard to keep him with him. And you see he's getting close to him now.
And that's what he's doing.
But it's just not gonna work. Look at that run from the bottom lane. Fard's gonna get out and clear. Contact
There's
between
just so sorry. There was just so much energy packed in those 6 trucks as Pink goes to the outside trying to help out Shore.
Now you see Pink, he wants to get himself into this. He was sitting back a little bit. Now he wants to get himself into. He's gonna lead the top lane back up to the bottom lane. F1
Now
Racing
it's
fan
only
drops
3
low.
trucks out there.
Yeah.
Those 3 trucks, they're getting a pretty good run though. They're either closing up quite quickly on the inside, just not enough trucks to keep up enough though.
Yeah,
There's just not gonna.
they're trying to hold on to it.
I just don't
Fard
think there's
leads.
gonna be enough energy on that outside line
Yeah,
like
it's
they have on the inside.
It's 6-on-3, so they're definitely not gonna be able to pass him, and they won't keep up with him. As you see, they're starting to fall back.
Yep, there goes Noah. So
Yeah,
that
Noah
outside
drops to the
line's
bottom.
died.
At this point, it is a matter of time before they start going single file and we start seeing some pit stops.
Yeah, you want to start organizing those pit stops. The lower the energy in the field before the pit stops. You see Friendless pushing Axe below the apron. Little bit of contact. Axe hits him back up the track. Axe was not happy with that one. And
Axe is just gonna go to the back here behind Shore.
and he's got to remember he is on that last car, so he has to keep it clean. Bard
He
holding
can't
out on the bottom.
afford to get in one of those incidents again, or
Yeah.
else he is done.
4 wide.
Oh,
Oh.
Shore's below the line.
Now we're 3 wide.
He's got to
first,
back out.
third.
Pink gives him enough room.
As the race control has canceled the investigation on the yellow line incident, no penalty will be served or given to anybody.
You could see these drivers getting really racy now. Chance on that
Oh, yeah.
outside, trying to clear Friendless, who's getting caught up in that side draft battle, but also has a push from F1 Racing Fan.
Working lap 22. These guys are starting to run low on fuel, so pit window is going to open up within the next 3 laps. And again, like I said, it's around 25 to 30 laps.
Yeah, and I spoke to some of the drivers and the spotters. They said they really didn't have a strategy, so that shows that some of these guys, that most of these guys don't know what the fuel is, and they're just gonna see what the field does to determine what they're gonna do.
Ooh.
Bard is
Side by
really
side
Trying
coming
to
down
block
on
Oscar, but here he comes.
Bard squeezing him. He's
Oscar's
not letting him get
there.
away. Here comes Noah. He's gonna give him a push.
He's gonna give Oscar the
Oh.
push. Here comes Friendless to push forward.
Oscar trying to go 2 wins.
Noah trying to side draft Friendless.
Now Axe and Shore on the bottom are getting a pretty big run.
Three
They're coming up
wide.
on Oscar.
3 by 3, actually, I'm pretty sure. Yes.
3
No.
wide, lot of contact. Here goes
Oh.
X.
Axe trying to
Oscar on
get
the
below
track.
Oscar. There he is.
X trying to
He's
get.
got a lane.
X trying to do even better than last week after finishing short of the win. He's trying to go and win today. Even on that last car, he's gonna go to the lead.
Look who's behind that 22 truck, the 21 truck. He's been so strong this whole race so
Oh, how
far.
did you say that? Goes up the track. Lucky
Oh,
enough
Noah
that
gets airborne.
they're
Easter Bunny.
4 wide.
4 wide.
Friendless almost stranded on that top line, but here comes F1 Racing trying to help.
Yeah, you saw Noah backed out. He's
Oh.
trying to back out, making a lot of contact doing it though. He backed out, realized that was not where he wanted to be. Oh, Axe gets a little loose, hit the bump.
Go 3 wide now. Friendless slots in between Chance and Oscar.
Pit window is now open.
Pit window there, in the pit window. Let's see what they try to do.
So it's the bottom of Axe. It's gonna leave Axe out. He's got no help. Neither does Oscar.
Down the back straightaway. Big
The
push from
drivers
Chance.
behind them are
Here
just
comes the push
side
to
drafting.
Axe.
Chance gives the
Huge push to Axe.
Big push to Axe. Axe got way out to the lead. Now he's going to go to the bottom.
Oops, a little bit below that double yellow, but he'll be fine. It wasn't too egregious.
Yeah, here comes Oscar. He's going to get the run back. Oscar has no push behind him.
Here comes
pitters this
Shore, trying to get that push from Bard. Here he comes, 196, 197. Giving a
Now,
huge
Oh, he
push
makes
to
the
Oscar.
Oscar goes to the top. Goes to the top.
Now
That was it.
he's gonna have a little bit of momentum because here comes Friendless, Chance, and F1 Racing Fan on that top line.
That was a huge move for Oscar.
He's got some side draft.
Oh!
Big run on the
Oh.
inside. Oh my goodness, what a big run that was.
Oscar almost gets pushed on the left rear by Shore.
That was dangerous, but they get it
Very
going.
dangerous.
You could see Pink and Yeet just trying to keep it conservative and not be involved in any of these messes.
No, this
Oh!
There goes Noah!
No, it's not even back up the
He's come back
track.
up the
He's
track!
Sideways.
He's around.
Careful.
Can he bring it back
He's
together?
a- Oh,
Without damage, their
Oh.
caution will not.
Spinning.
And the caution is out. Race
Oh my.
control has through the caution. They'll race back.
here we
Noah,
go.
Oh, a little bit of
no,
contact.
side draft. Whoa,
Axe.
And it's gonna be Axe and Oscar and Shore as your top 3.
Noah. I think Noah was trying to side drive Chance, and then he hit him on the door and
Oh,
just got
and
loose to save
wrecking
it.
after the race back. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be really bad once he overcorrected it and came back up the track. Good
Yeah,
brakes
Noah
on.
just got loose.
Yeah, good brakes on Pink. Noah was coming back up the track. Pink was right behind him. Good brakes on him. He was able to check up for that, and he will stay
Good
alive.
driver awareness.
Yeah.
There too.
That
Yeah.
31 Monster Energy Ford F-150.
So they didn't get
Has
to
been-
pit. Pits will not be open. They'll have to come down on the green. Just wondering when they'll decide to do that.
That 31 truck has been the most cautious, the most conservative all race long. When are they finally gonna step on the gas.
To make it a one stop, they would have to pit around 32, 33. Excuse me, 33, 34. Sorry, they'd have to do 33 or lap 34 to make it a one stop and split the race in two.
Just don't feel like they can save enough unless someone was in the back saving the entire time. I don't think.
I think I saw Nathan. Nathan was one of the guys that was way in the back. Not sure if he was saving or he was just keeping it cautious back there, but he was way back there. He was trying something.
Oh, Shore, we got a report through the radio that Shore is revealing his strategy. He's gonna pit on lap 35.
35. That will split the race halfway and make it a one stop.
Yeah, so Shore is asking people to come down with him. Some people are advocating to pit all of the field pitting on lap 35. So if they can make it, they probably will do that.
Now, pit road accidents have happened on super speedways, and they are bound to happen, and there's a high chance it will happen. If all these guys pit at once, we're not sure if all these guys will make it off pit road with each other.
Race control has just told the drivers to get ready.
They've given the R 5 seconds. Drivers are ready, and we're back green again.
Oh,
What a...
that 17 might have just jumped the start.
See how race control deals with that? You see the 17 braked. Axe did not. So Axe gets out to the lead. He's got about a 2-car length lead. Shore and Oscar easily closing that back up right now.
This 2-car tandem of Oscar and Shore has been working wonders in this field.
So the jump.
Now they have some energy behind them.
Race
F1
control.
Racing, Chance, and Fard. Axe forced up.
Oscar goes to the lead. And you just can't tell who's going to win this race yet. You have no clear winner.
Oh! Nearly a wreck there. And now you see everyone's in a single file line. So we are bound to see pit stops happen here any lap now.
Remember, Shore was thinking about 35. He's thinking about pushing even more than halfway. Who can make it to 35 with him? You see, he pushes Oscar up the track, left rear. So now he's going to go to the lead.
Saw that 29 check up just a little bit, trying to get a push from Friendless. Trying to get up to that lead pack.
These guys have got to be almost empty on the tanks.
We're up on lap 29. We are over a third of the way done here at Talladega.
Here they go down into turn one. Oscar got a lot of momentum up on the top. Was not able to clear Shore. Shore comes back, and they just don't have a lot of energy on the top lane right now. So Shore's gonna be able to keep the lead here if they go down the back straightaway.
Actually, I'm
Look at
not
that
sure.
push
I'm not sure.
Oscar
Wait,
does
yeah.
have a decent push.
That was a really good push there.
F1 Racing
But
fan
Shore
giving him a lot of
Shore
help.
is definitely going to be there with a push from Chance, and Friendless shuffled out to the top.
2 by 2 by 2.
Shore getting side
Oh, they're
from
throwing each
Oscar. But
other.
here comes Chance to give a big push.
Now I'd like to look at Pink and Nathan back there a little bit. They're keeping it a decent gap to the pack, but I think they're also saving back there. I'm not sure.
Look at this 3 wide full lead. Look at
F1 goes
We
to
got
the
Second
F1
top.
race.
Racing trying to make something happen, but just that top line has not been working all day.
it's
It's
been that
the
middle
bottom
lane.
and the middle. That's it. He just slots in behind Friendless.
Now Shore comes to block the top lane.
Checking
Okay.
in on that backpack. We got Pink just trying to get the draft from that outside line.
Big push middle.
Oh, too big of a push. Chance got pushed up. Now Ford's now
Oh.
Ford.
Oh!
Shore trying
Look
to
at
get as
that
much
block.
momentum as he
Blocking.
can out of this, but
What
here
a
comes Ford on the
block.
bottom.
They're racing really aggressively. Shore just blocked 3 lanes.
3 wide
Shore
per
is
second.
blocking all 3 lanes right now. He's gonna go middle. Now he's gonna go back bottom, controlling every
That
single
might be a
lane.
sweet move of the race. That was unreal.
Here comes that top lane. Friendless and Oscar. Big run.
It is-
Chance is
there is
forced 3
45 to
wide.
go.
Will he slot in behind F1 Racing? Yes, he will. And Oscar's going to go behind Friendless.
Now
We've seen
everyone's single
Oscar.
file. Question is, when will everyone pit?
That is a big question, but also we have seen that 8 truck work wonders as a pusher. I don't think he's very comfortable with being the one that's pushed.
Oh,
He's
Ford
been the
gets
best truck pushing.
shoved
He's
out.
one of the best pushers out here today, definitely.
F1 Racing Fan
No
got shoved
takers
out.
yet.
Now Chance and F1 Racing Fan to be stuck on the top lane.
Still no takers.
They've got 2 laps to split this race in half. If they can make it to 33, they have officially reached the halfway point of the
Whoa.
race. A little bit of contact between F1 Racing Fan and Fard.
3 wide there for
They've
fourth.
now got 1 more lap to split this race in half, and I think the entire field might be able to do it.
That top 3 of Shore, Fard, and Chance are starting to break away as Oscar. You can see him feathering that throttle down that backstretch. I think he's trying to save a little bit of fuel.
He's trying to make it 1 more lap. These guys are going to be pushing it. Do they come down a lap early? Yes, they do. We've
Oh,
got takers. We've
here
got a
we
lot of
go.
takers.
Field.
Oh, and Chance
Oh,
speeds. He's
no.
going to take the drive-through. He's going to have to come back around and serve it.
Oh my.
And
That could be
these,
Chance's race.
the top 5 right now, have just split the race. So now they only have to do the one-stop strategy. Those guys that pit a lap sooner, they're going to have to save.
They probably will. They're gonna be saving this couple of laps after this thing gets back going. Well, they're 3 wide now, coming out of the pits.
Chance will have to come back
That-
around and serve it.
That is a heartbreaker.
So Shore, Fard, Oscar, and F1 Racing Fan, as well as Pink, are now split the race in half. Now they could come down
Well,
whenever
come
they
down this
want.
time.
And Shore, yep, they all come
Yep.
down. Keep it clean. They've got to keep it clean. F1 Racing Fan has to stay out 1 more lap. And
Pink speeding.
Pink Speed's the guy
That
who's
is
been keeping
unfortunate
his
there.
car clean all race. Has to come around and serve a drive-through. F1 Racing Fan's also going to be hurt because he's going to be driving around on raw speed, no help.
Question is when did this pack of 4 blend in? Because leaders are on the backstretch right now, entering turn 3.
The F1 Racing Fan has to hope he can come down pit road and get out in the draft. Because if you're out of the draft, you pretty much are cooked until a caution does come out.
Both the 29 and
Here
the
they
31
come, here they
both have
come.
to serve a penalty.
This is going to be close.
Here comes that 29 in right now.
Did the undercut work? Let's see.
It does. Ooh.
They got out. Shore at least got out in front of them.
It worked.
Shore got out in front of them as well as Oscar. It's going to take a couple laps for these guys to get back together. As we saw at
Now your
Daytona.
leader is in.
So F1 Racing Fan, he did not take the risk to come down pit road with the rest of the guys. He stayed out 1 more lap, and he was on raw speed, so he lost a lot of time on his in lap. So he's definitely going to be coming out a little bit far back, depending on what happened.
Field is now in 3 and 4 here.
F1 Racing Fan has just left his box. Here come the leaders, or the provisional leaders.
No way he gets out ahead.
It might be close.
It's going to be really close. He's not going to have the lead. He's not going to have the lead. Wait. So close. He barely got him
Oh,
to the lead.
that worked.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. He goes to the lead.
Have you ever? No, I've never.
That was
Unreal.
crazy. To the lead.
And the fans are going binoculars here at Talladega, as you see.
So
They
close.
are jumping.
So now Shore and F1 Racing Fan are together. Rest of the field, though, is spread out. F1 Racing Fan has to have a sigh of relief right now, but you can't get too comfortable.
We see all these trucks spread out. Oscar, Friendless, Axe, Fard, Noah, and Yeet.
31 serving his penalty.
All penalties have been served.
Pink is just going through now. He will be a lap down.
So Chance is hurt. He's 32 seconds back. Pink is a lap down, so they're both gonna need a caution. And right
Chance.
now, the field is too spread out to have a caution.
I wouldn't say so right now. You could see those drivers getting really racy up at the front.
And they've got, I actually did not expect them to get this packed up. They got packed up way quicker than I thought.
Yes, they did. Let's see, what, 8 trucks? Because that 9 is just barely hanging on. He's on life support right now, trying to hang on to that draft.
The Pink and Chance are, they're really hoping to have this caution. Those drive-throughs really hurt them. Now, we got to remember, those guys who came down on lap 32, they did not split the race. I don't know if they're good to the end. They might barely they just might have to save just a bit to barely make it.
As you mentioned before, that 9 truck that you claimed was on life support, trying to just get that draft. He has been in the high 190 behind this long pack. He's keeping up just fine.
Sorry, I think you kind of cut out there when you said high 190. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's still holding on in this draft. He is making up time.
Oscar slides up.
Really fast.
Opens the door for Axe, Fard, and Noah. F1 Racing fans still leading this line and this pack. Shore hits the brakes. He's gonna have to. He hit the brakes. I don't know why he did. That just let Axe go to the bottom. Axe is taking these positions off one by one.
You can see Oscar trying to line up with Shore again, trying to make some magic happen.
He does.
They're getting side drafted a lot by Axe, Fard, and Noah.
Axe.
Again, like I said, I'll say it again. The side draft with these trucks is significantly strong.
Now here goes Axe to the bottom.
So
He's
much
going
speed.
for the lead. F1 Racing fans slid up.
I don't think.
Not sure if he wants to come
Is there
down.
enough room
Not
to
sure.
slide in? No.
Not sure if he wanted to try that. He might have had a little bit of room, but it would have been way too close to call.
Shore is on the right rear of F1, just trying to figure out where this 20 is going. You could hear over race control. Somebody's screaming that the drivers might need to save a little bit if they want to make it to an overtime.
And yes, overtime could happen here as well, so you'll want to make sure you have enough for it as well. If we have one.
Big if, though. If this race ends up going green,
Now, yes,
we could see these drivers good to go.
Yes, overtime rule. Whether it is white flag or 2 to go, whether the race is under green or it is under the white flag, the caution comes out either lap. They will have to re-rack and try it again. As there's contact, heavy contact. They're wrecking. 4 cars sliding.
Talking about it. Axe.
Shore's around. The caution's gonna be out.
Around.
Huge crash.
Axe locks it down. He's on that last car.
We have a caution.
Shore's in
And
it.
no one got damage out of that.
Nobody got damaged.
No
They
one
did a
has damage.
great
Incredible.
job. Great job keeping their cars clean. As F1 Racing fans are gonna win the race back. Noah's gonna, I think, slide in second. Fard's gonna come third.
Chance and Pink's races are saved.
They had to have been happy with that one. Not sure what happened there. From the cameras, not sure.
Looked like someone got a bad push.
See Shore getting it back together. He's gonna come across the line.
Shore over the radio claimed that his truck hooked left.
Yeah, so
I'm
that's.
telling y'all. Axe is lucky. His truck got airborne there. If y'all
Axe is
look
incredibly
back.
lucky.
Oh yeah,
Heat,
his truck got
Pink,
air.
and Chance are loving this. They're saved.
Yeah, they really were saved. First, we thought this race might have been over for them, but now they're gonna Pink's gonna get his lead lap. He's gonna get back on lead lap, and Chance is gonna remeasure the field. As Shore comes flying through the lineup, almost hitting people. That would have been bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream replay. The 22 gets air coming back up across the racetrack into the crowd. Actually, all 4 wheels go off the ground. And his truck lands on the window net of the 21 just for a couple of milliseconds, and it's back on the ground. And that avoidance from the 9 truck was simply beautiful. Goes right through the middle of the wreck. Splits the 22 and the 24. Amazing stuff.
You can see Shore just getting that truck turned around in the back.
Struggling to
Gonna
get
line
that
it
truck
up.
turned around.
We're gonna have 35 to go. Will these drivers be able to make it?
Yeah, that was a lot. Something we were not expecting at all.
Mm-mm.
So that penalty sheet's gonna have 2 drivers now. Before this, they had 0, but now it's gonna have 2 drivers. It's gonna be Turdy and I believe Monk. They're gonna be the first 2 drivers on that penalty sheet for the 5-point deduction of leaving in the middle of the race. No penalty will be given. Oscar pushing, just awkwardly, awkwardly pushing. So no penalty will be given. He's lucky enough to not have a penalty.
Yeah, it just looked like just an odd push that went almost catastrophically wrong.
Oh yeah.
Lucky none of those trucks lifted off the ground. As we've seen at
the
Daytona,
22
that is
did.
possible. Oh, 22 lifted off the ground.
Yes, he did. All 4
yeah,
wheels were off the ground at one
I don't know
point.
if you can see it, but on the replay, Axe is like floating over the apron back up the track.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see the drivers
Scary
getting lined
stuff.
up here. Pink getting to the bumper of Shore. Race control signifying that they're ready to go again.
Man, this race has been calm. Only 2 or 3 cautions, I believe. Very calm.
This is
for
only
a
the
Talladega
3rd
race.
yellow. They've kept it
Well,
very clean
I
so
also
far.
don't think we've seen our big one yet.
And Bubble is right about that. That was kind of a small one, though. Now that big one's a ticking bomb as we're back green from Talladega.
Wow, and they're all
Oh.
really loose.
Really,
Another
Lou's just
track.
trying to just get it together. Noah forced up 3 wide already as Yeet 3rd on that inside line.
Where did he
behind
come
F1
from?
and Fard.
Now, look who's behind him. It's Axe. Those 2 are on their last cards right now. So they're going to have to watch out still. Shore goes to the bottom. Oh, Axe makes
Oh,
contact
Axe
with
is
Oscar.
loose. Oscar
You
takes
see-
it 3 wide
3
outside
wide.
Fenless.
Block from Nathan,
Nearly
keeping Shore
3 by
behind
2
him.
there.
You can see Noah trying to go with Oscar. Axe now going behind Noah. There's 3 wide almost as Chance is trying to go to the bottom of Noah now.
Man,
Out
what a
front.
show we're getting here today, y'all. This has been amazing so
They've
far.
got a lot of lane swapping right now. F1 Racing fans
Out.
still leading that bottom lane.
Out front, it's still F1 Racing Fan and Fard as Shore tries to go to the middle line, trying to build up some kind of momentum. But it's just not going to work out for him right now.
We've sure,
That middle line is not together yet.
yeah, we've seen Shore do that a lot of times in race where he likes to step out. He's one of the first guys to step out and bring that middle lane together. So let's see how many people want to come with Shore. See F1 Racing fans still staying on the bottom, far behind him.
39 to go. Still got a little ways to go here. So we are past halfway.
Was Friendless on that apron, will back out and go to the back here.
Don't forget that fuel strategy. These guys are gonna, some of these guys possibly still have to pit.
Or you
Friendless
have to
gonna
fuel
line
save
up behind
a little
Pink.
bit. From around the time they pitted, they would be about 1 lap short, so they need to do a little bit of fuel save to be good till the end.
We could either see fuel saving, or we could see potentially a 2nd round of pit stops. If they're that sure on a late race caution.
You just
Yeah, and
never
that
know
race
after-
that late race caution would extend the laps, so it would cause probably everybody to come down pit road again. A late overtime with pitting would be interesting. You see Noah slid up
Very.
a little bit.
That would be
See
one
that
of the most
inside
interesting
line
things.
trying to work together. Shore backs off of Noah, off of that left rear. He's seen what happens when people get to that left rear on that truck. They get so tight.
Oh yeah. Look at this big line of trucks, big train of trucks on the inside line. Oh, then you see that there, speaking to your point, Athen, where they get really tight pushing on each other, that just happened there, and it just separated the bottom lane and the middle lane.
There's
So
three
it
trucks on that
happens
outside
before.
line now. Chance, Shore, and Fard.
Here goes
Will
Fard.
F1 go up and join him? He's split. He's split. Does he
Oh,
go to the
shit.
bottom?
What
Does
decision?
he
Fard
block
got
the
pushed
top?
up. Oh, contact
Fard
between
is
Fard and
going
Shore.
here.
Fard just drifts up the track.
Here goes Noah. Noah to the bottom of the track. He's gonna go for the lead now. Noah to the
They're
lead.
easy. wide.
He's leading at Talladega. Can you believe it?
3 wide, 2
F1's
lanes
gonna give him
deep.
enough room, but he is side drafting the heck out of him.
Keeping him back there 2 by 2. Here goes Fard. What a move to go to the
Look at
bottom.
the
Now
short
he's
on the
gonna
inside
push.
generating.
Look at all that energy on the inside. Noah surges ahead.
Noah to the
Easter
lead.
Bunny.
He's not clear
He's
yet.
leading.
Not clear yet. Now he's clear.
Imagine if the Easter Bunny would win at Talladega. That would be something I would never say. What
Oh,
about
it's Noah's
y'all?
the Easter Bunny. I didn't know that.
If
He's
you look
the
at his
Easter
avatar,
Bunny.
yep.
Winning on Easter
Yeah, I
would
just,
be
I just heard
big.
there was an Easter Bunny. I didn't know it was Noah.
Yeah, winning on
Yep.
Easter would be big for him.
Out front, still Noah and Oscar.
31 laps to go
Oscar.
now.
As you've seen, the race winner from Auto Club, Fard, pole sitter at Daytona. Noah has been super strong in qualifying these last couple weeks.
I mean, we've got to talk about Fard. Showed up, I think, to every single race so far, and he's still not scored that win that they're looking for. So today, they're really strong today. So going for that win today, that would be big for them.
Here we have F1 now trying to give a push to Fard. Shore might slot in behind as he's forced up by F1 just a little bit, but slots
Oh,
in
no.
front
Here
of
he
that
goes.
29 chance.
Oscar to the lead. Fard behind him pushing. Noah had
We're
to go to
coming
the
up on
top.
30 to go. Oh, wait,
F1
no, we're on
Racing
30 to go
fan.
right now.
F1 Racing fan goes to the top. Actually, now it'll be 30 to go, coming up to the line.
Oscar, Noah, Shore, and Chance on that inside. Followed by
Noah's-
Friendless, Pink, Axe, and Yeet.
He's trying to
in the
keep
back
him
there.
back. He's trying to keep him back. They just can't hold that. He just can't hold the momentum. Now Fard gets pushed up. They're gonna be 3 wide. Fard trying to come back down. Shore lets him. Shore's gonna back out.
Shore trying to get behind that 12 of Friendless. And he's got it. You could see that 17 truck trying to fuel save. His foot is off the throttle.
But I'm sure the 17 was one of the guys who pitted at the midway. Maybe he's trying to give himself a little bit, maybe make himself comfortable just in case we go in overtime, which is very, very possible to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Chance pushing
Chance
Fard.
giving a huge push to Fard, but he is just trying to fuel save.
Noah is doing great at keeping Fard back.
Very
You
surprised
see,
at
but
how
a
good
lot
he
of
is.
contact.
a lot of contact, and
More
Fard is
contact
and
behind
Fard
him.
is not happy with that. He understands the side drafting part, but the contact he was not happy.
Noah just got a little too close trying to side draft him, and it kind of bit him.
Yeah, now he's gonna fall back. No help. Now he's gonna
You
side
can
draft
only
him
get
again.
so close to those
Again,
trucks.
Mean side draft.
This is helping Oscar. Oscar likes this. He
Both
wants to keep
lanes are
those guys.
side drafted.
He wants to keep those guys side by side drafting each other. That just helps him in his lead. And a huge
man,
push.
what do you
Huge
got?
push.
Huge push. Now Oscar's gonna get
So
pushed out
much
to the lead.
energy.
Noah side
That's
draft.
Now
side
is
Noah
draft.
out to second.
Huge run.
That side draft just slingshotted Noah to the back bumper of
Mhm.
Oscar. Now they've pulled away
Yeah,
a lot.
Noah side drafted him, got the push from F1 Racing fan, gave it to Oscar, and now they're out in the lead by a car length. Maybe more than that too.
About 2 car lengths.
Yeah, 2 car lengths.
Yeah, about 2 truck lengths.
Here comes
Yep,
that
but
run
now
from
it's starting
Fard.
to
He's
come
coming
down.
back.
Shore and F1 trying to use that middle line again. Side draft Fard. Oh,
Contact.
Chance gets into the quarter panel of F1, but they keep it going.
Here comes Fard, and I'm just going back for what happened between Fard and Noah. Oscar liked that. Keeping those guys side by side helped him keep that gap to them. And that's going to be a really big benefit if those guys do it at the end of this race. See Chance behind Fard, giving him the push. Noah
You're
slides
getting
up.
awfully close to just 25 laps to go. Almost 2/3 of the way done here.
This race has been amazing, but can they finish it out? And so far, no DNFs off of crashing. Just off of, people having
Just
to
off of people having to go.
Yeah,
probably
they've
Easter
had-
plans.
have to go. So these guys have done an excellent job of keeping their cars clean. Only 2 guys on
You
their
can see-
last car.
Noah is trying to side draft the heck out of Chance, but Shore is gonna push him.
And while all of this is
Will
happening,
he get some help from Friendless?
while all this
He
is
will.
happening, Axe and Nathan are saving in the back of the pack. I'm sure they have to be saving.
Whoa!
Or maybe just keeping it clean, because
Okay.
those guys are the 2 people with their last
20
cars.
truck.
Yeah, big push!
Not 20 truck.
Look at
Axe is
that
trying
push!
to just get behind Yeet. But here comes Shore. Chance goes up to the top. I don't think he wants to be in this lead pack anymore. It is getting a little too hectic. You can see that 21 truck trying to fuel save down this tri-oval.
Yeah, and I think it was correct. I think Axe might be saving just a bit back there. So as well as Nathan. Those guys trying to make sure they have the fuel just in case of that overtime comes out, because that overtime does
Bro.
extend it by 2.5 laps.
You can see Oscar and Fard, Shore, Friendless, and Noah as your top 5.
The energy's really high right now.
Push
on this
inside.
back.
Yeah, this momentum is gonna start to get to them because now they're all single file training. This is about what we saw. at
Huge
Daytona.
push! Everybody just got stacked up. That was an amazing push.
They're gonna get tight here in the corner. I told you, I
They are
called it.
super tight. Friendless forced up. Chance forced
They
up.
need to break out a line.
Yeah, they're gonna need
But
to start
Chance gets
spreading
in
this out a
behind
bit.
Noah.
These guys can't push forever on that bottom lane. Down to the trial, Oscar's still leading. They're still single file. Nobody has stepped out yet. Pushing really hard. They're each and every one of them on each other's bumpers. Noah to the bottom of Shore. Shore's gonna have to get stepped out. Oh, a lot of contact.
Shore, Noah, get into it. But Shore has to back off.
They settled it. Shore comes back up the track. He's gonna push F1 Racing Fan a chance up the track. They're gonna be forced to go to the middle lane. Now let's see what Race Control says about that recent incident.
In the back there, you can see Pink trying to help out Friendless a little bit.
So far to the track, that's gonna separate the pack a lot.
Yeah, you can see they're like a truck like they're 2 apart from each one now. But now
They
they're
got
starting to stack up
17.
again.
Side drafting like crazy,
Race
man.
Control
I'm
says
telling y'all.
no further investigation, no investigation at all, actually, on the incident between Noah and Shore. Three wide
wide
move.
for
Very
Noah.
good chance to the bottom.
Noah
yeah.
in
Chance
the
got-
middle.
Chance got himself in it. 3 wide move. Chance is under the apron. He's gonna lift now.
Oscar is liking seeing
Chance
this.
is gonna
He's
back out of
pulling
it.
away a
Pink
lot.
gives him enough room to slide
Yeah,
up.
Karenga, he is really liking this. He just wants these guys to stay side by side drafting each
court.
other.
The guy seriously disadvantage of him being far out ahead. They could get a huge run, but it's kind of hard to get a really big run with this package being low draft.
Yeah, but if these guys keep side drafting each other, holding each other back, Oscar's gonna keep enjoying this lead that he has.
You can see Shore trying to side draft a little bit off of Noah, trying to just keep pace. But he'll just have to slide in behind him. He'll slide in behind Chance, just barely, all over his bumper. 199 miles an hour. His Chance goes to the middle. It is still a long road to this finish here. Oscar and Fard are still your top 2.
Whoa,
But now we
Oscar
got some
came
energy.
along with that.
Here comes Fard to the inside. Oscar shuffled out.
More trucks are gonna get shuffled.
And here
now
comes the
everyone-
20,
everyone
trying to
is
make
saying
something
push
work.
them.
They're 3 wide.
Big pushes. Fard out to the lead. Watch him. Here comes a push from Shore. Big push to the bottom. Now Shore's gonna go
Far
to
to
the
the
bottom.
track.
He can't get to his inside. Fard's still out with the lead. They've got a lot of energy on that bottom.
He's going to get a little bit of help from Noah sooner or later. But Oscar is still side drafting him.
Shore steps out. He's now going to go to the top lane. They're side draft. 3 wide side drafting each other. Shore and Fard are going to be able to break away here, but Shore's actually trying to
And
pass
Noah.
Fard. Yeah, Noah just got clear of them.
Never mind.
Yeah, you can
Is that
tell this
29
late
of
race
chance at
pressure
the
is getting
bottom?
to him.
Oh yeah.
All right, where does Shore go? He goes to the bottom.
Shore
Trying to go to the bottom. Fard can't
Low.
block it.
How low
He's
can
there.
he go?
He's side drafting him.
Fard
You
can't
can
block
only go
it.
down low to the yellow line. That yellow line's your
Bard has
best friend.
decided it is not worth it to keep fighting.
So she lets him go. Shore's out in the lead now. Noah up on the middle lane. Coming up to 20 to go.
Here
Remember
comes
that?
another big push from Oscar, like he's been doing all race long to that 17 of Fard.
Remember the field. These guys. Some of these guys still trying to save. Some of these guys may not be good.
You could see them just trying to just make it around another 20 laps.
I don't even know if that's even possible to go around 20 laps. I
don't
just don't
think-
know.
This lead pack, I don't think has saved enough.
They gotta make one more stop after this.
Yeah, they're definitely pushing
Yep,
a
they're
lot
gonna
right
have
now.
to. I don't see how they can make it another 20 laps. I hate to
This
say it.
final stop is gonna be the money stop right here. This is where you either
I
make it or
feel
you make your race.
if there was one person I have to give it to, it's probably F1 Racing Fan. Remember, he stretched it out way more than everybody else. He stretched it out one more lap than the second half of the pack that pitted. So
And he
he's
still took the lead from that, which
and
was
he's yeah, and he's
insane.
so right now he split it 2 more laps than the midway point. So I believe that F1 Racing Fan might be good to the end.
But we'll see what happens, though.
And Noah and
Look at
Fard
Noah
making a
doing
lot of
that truck
contact.
there.
These guys are not happy with each other. Remember what happened earlier when Fard gave him a big hit? He was not happy with how Noah was treating him on the track. And how he was side drafting.
Yeah, that
As we
late
see
race
Chance
pressure's on the
Oscar.
Now Fard trying to go to his inside. Can't get there.
Everyone's single filed out now.
Well, Noah's under
Noah's
that
under
bump.
the
Noah
apron.
hits
Noah's
above,
under the-
Oh.
gets below F1 Racing Fan.
Fard hits
He's
him on the
under
left
by
rear.
Fard. They're still fighting.
Noah is not making a lot of friends right now, especially with how he passed F1 Racing Fan. You see F1 Racing Fan hits him. Did not like the way he got passed by Noah. Noah's gonna slide in behind F1 Racing Fan now.
I think Noah might be some kind of upset.
Shore still with the
I think-
lead. 19 laps to go left in the race. Pushing hard. Oh, now they're under the apron.
Noah's trying to save a little too much in front of this huge line of trucks. Almost gets himself turned for it.
Athen, to your point, that might not be a happy Easter bunny there inside of that race truck, man.
Down the back
That might not be
straightaway.
a happy bunny in there.
Yeah, down the back straightaway. Big, good tandem between Oscar and Shore. See Noah steps out. F1. Now they're all spread out on this bottom lane. Now I'm assuming these guys have started to figure out that they might need to save a little bit. They probably are a little bit scared on that field. So you see as these guys spread out, they're trying to give each other more room to save. Shore's just out with the lead.
You have seen how well Oscar and Shore have worked this entire race. And I think they know what to do.
Pretty sure Shore has the most laps led.
But that isn't an extra point. So these guys are just out here leading laps just to lead them.
It's just for bragging rights.
Yeah, the only extra point is pole. So right now, these guys could actually sit in the back all race and just keep their car clean and come out here the last 2 laps and win it. And you see, Pink has been one of
See, a
those
lot of
guys.
trucks checking up here.
Pink has been one of those guys. I don't think he's led a single lap all
20
race.
checked up. Oh my gosh.
I don't think Pink is inclined to lead any laps.
Yeah, I think
He just wants to make it to the end and get some points.
Remember, he isn't on his last car, so he can go out here, go crazy on these last 5 laps if he wants to, and go for that win because he does have an extra car if he wrecks.
We're quickly coming up to just 15 to go.
These guys have been racing for a while. They've got to be really hot inside those cars.
I feel like
Oh, and the sun is-
we're gonna see our pit stops coming up here soon because this is about the time, about the 32 lap mark when the fuel really starts to get tight. So we might see a pit stop or 2. We might see the whole field come down in the next couple of laps. So keep an eye out for that.
Oh yeah. And this sun out here is baking
Whoa, there's
today
a
here.
huge
Oh
check.
my goodness.
Oh,
Huge
wait.
stack up. Shore
Shore is
is
fuel saving.
trying
Yeah,
something.
they won't be able to make it.
Yeah, I
That was a
mentioned it
big
earlier.
mistake on my part. The midway point might have been 36 or 37.
I was
Yeah, the
correct.
midway
They're gonna have to
point
make
was
2 stops.
37.
They will
I
have
was
to make
correct.
2
It's a
stops.
2-stopper.
Now the question is, who's
When?
going to take it now?
When will
Yeah.
Will
they
they
pit?
wait till the last second?
They know they have to pit in
The
a
pit
group because
window
if
is-
they get separated. It's gonna be over for them.
Wait, the pit
Open?
window is open now. Pit window is
Yep.
open. These guys are in
Yep.
these guys are in the crunch time for pits. Oh, what a call! Oh, they hit the bump! Shore's wrecked. He has totally damaged.
And they're wrecking.
Oscar's wrecking his around. They will race
What
back.
just happened?
I think they might have hit
Oh
a
my
bump.
goodness!
Someone hit a
Oscar
bump
front end
or
damage.
What the?
Sure,
cheese
rear
is
Something
end.
that?
happened. Someone hit the apron bump. Bubble says someone hit the
Oh
apron
my!
Somebody hit the bump. Now we've got 2 more cars. We got 2 more
bump.
guys on
Shore
their
is
last
on
car.
his last car.
Shore and Oscar on their last car. That leaves 4 guys
Oh
on
man,
their last car.
No,
that duo
Shore.
is putting
Shore
quite a
is-
predicament.
And
Shore is on
Fard
his last
blocking
car.
hard.
He hit a track bump.
Oh, a little bit of
Oh
contact
my.
between Noah and Fard as they come down to the line. Chance giving one last push to Noah. Will it be enough?
Nope.
Oh, no last cars. They keep their trucks.
Fard
That was
will.
a track issue.
Fard
Yep.
will win the race back. Noah will be second. Chance third. F1 Racing Fan fourth. Friendless, Nathan, then Axe. And those guys are lucky enough to have another car.
I think the last person, yeah, and then Pink
Yeah, Pink. So,
of the trucks that were not involved.
so Shore and Oscar will not lose a reset due to the
Very
track, due to a
strange
track
events.
fault. And that was bad. As I think Shore did lift off the ground, the rear end did lift off the ground. That was a hard hit for him going up the track.
Yes, my point about the pit window, that's basically going to guarantee this race. They just have to do about a lap, come into the pits, and they're going to be good to the end. Now it's just a matter of time when.
So caution on lap 60s, now 15 to go. These guys are going to restart with 14.5 to go. Now remember, overtimes, do have to say, they are 2.5 laps instead of 2 laps.
As a reminder, pit stop lengths depend on how much fuel you have.
And that is something that needs to be addressed. Some of those guys have been saving. If you have more fuel, you'll have a less stop. So some of those guys have been saving. Maybe they can gain some time when they're pitting. Maybe why
You have
F1
better
Racing
track position.
maybe could be the reason why F1 Racing Fan was able to get out in the lead.
You'll have that better track position too because of that.
Yeah, and if you look on the replay, Shore did lift off the ground. If you look at the stream, he lifted off the ground. I think he had 3 tires off the ground, maybe 4. Almost so close to a full blowover.
Yeah, Bubble did mention that these trucks are going fast and the blowover force was not changed, so we could very well see a blowover happen here. We've gotten lucky, I feel, that we haven't got one yet.
Very lucky.
Shore was 3 tires off the ground, the left front being the only tire left on the ground, which was
Oh
very
my.
frightening. Oh, and he went straight for the wall, still off the ground, almost in the fence. That would have been a DNF and possibly a red flag if he did hit the fence.
All it takes for these trucks to fully go over, just a little bit of assistance. We saw at Daytona at the end of that race.
Looking through the field, Fard, Noah, Chance, F1 Racing Fan, Friendless, Yeet, Axe, Shore, Pink, and Oscar.
We actually had, and not just Shore, it was also
Oh,
Oscar. It was Oscar
needs
as well.
Needs a small break.
Yeah, Oscar's car also lifted off the ground. Red flag is in the air.
The driver need a quick little break. 3-minute break.
So
I will
Oscar,
also take this 3-minute break.
Yeah, I feel like most of us are.
we will come back when the 3-minute break is up. All right, we're back, and caution has been thrown. Still have not, and there's the ready.
Race control.
5 seconds.
Here we go.
This is gonna be it, boys.
Green flag, we're rolling
Fifth.
again.
15 laps to go.
Wow, and a huge stack up already.
Yeah, Nathan didn't get going off the restart.
Here is where you're going to see a lot of drivers get antsy.
And remember, they still have to make that final pit stop. So let's see when they come down here.
I think we're gonna see these guys coming a little late.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little later. I mean, they still have. Well, I mean, the earliest guys probably would pit around 63.
The next time by, you're saying, is when they would pit.
Possibly, maybe 60. It's between 63 and 66. That's a predict though.
We've got
That's
in
a
our first
prediction.
report, Chance is gonna come down to pit.
Chance is gonna come down. Now you usually don't want to come
Oh,
down.
Chance!
unless-
He is
no,
not
no.
having a lot of luck trying to get down to that bottom.
He
He needs to get down there.
He's pushing him. He's not letting him. Get
Why
down to the
is
bottom.
Noah pushing? Does he not get it?
So Noah's not letting Chance come down to the bottom lane. Now, usually you don't want to pit by yourself because of the time that you would lose, but I think he realized that the more fuel you have, the shorter the stop. So Chance is not
Chance
gonna
is
be
forced to stay out because
Forced to
Noah
stay
won't
out.
stop pushing.
not able to come down. Noah has other plans in mind with Chance.
Very interesting here.
So lap 63 now, 13 laps to go.
I don't think Noah got the memo. Chance might run out of fuel in front of Noah here. Oh, Chance finally gets,
Now he's
gets to
dropping
back
down right to
out.
the bottom.
Okay, now he's able to get to the bottom.
He does not want to deal with Noah again.
Not sure what Noah was doing there, but I'm not.
That
Noah-
24 is insanely aggressive.
Not making any friends today. He's out for that win. So now Chance is able to come down.
Huge
this time.
push on the bottom.
Just 13 laps to go here.
They're gonna get
remember-
tight here in the corner.
Oh,
This-
they caught up.
Oh,
Wide. It's gonna be 4 wide.
4.
They make it work. Will they hold it?
Shore Bubutu is gonna come down to pit as well. They're
So
4
Shore-
wide going into the pits.
Short Chance. Fard
Fard.
even followed
Yeah.
them. Fard came down. Now,
Nobody
No
speeds
one's
this time.
sped.
No one sped.
What the?
Oh, but what? Fard?
Oh,
What just happened there?
that's the same thing we saw at Daytona. PC had a broken pit
Fard
stop.
throttle up, no pit limiter.
Yeah, it was a broken pit limiter. Same thing happened with
I
PC
wonder how
at
race
Daytona. He pulled out to a
control-
massive gap. So now Fard is going to gain an advantage off of that.
No,
Not sure, how
Fard
race,
wonder-
wasn't broken. He didn't get fuel.
not sure how race control will handle this.
Apparently, Fard didn't have his limiter broken. Apparently, he didn't get fuel.
He's gonna have to
He
make
did
another
Fard is
stop.
saying he did.
He just
Fard
has
saying he
no
did.
limiter.
Oh,
How is that possible?
You could see him like almost going
And he
like
played
55.
He played it respectfully. He sat behind them
Yes, he did.
and went to pit road speed.
Oh,
and
I got
Oscar
crashed.
spinning. Oh, Nathan spinning.
Oh!
He got really
Oh,
damaged.
Rat, Heat is out.
But Oscar and Pink sped. So now what
caution
happens?
is out.
So these guys, they may have just been hurt. Noah,
Nathan
F1,
said he got lag. He said he got lag.
they will. So this is what race control might have to do. They will let him pull up a clip. They'll possibly let him pull up a clip and argue it. But Noah, F1 Racing friend, Friendless, and Axe have not pitted yet. Pink has sped. Oscar also sped, and those guys.
Oscar does not pit.
So he didn't pit. Pink, I believe, did he pit? So far, Chance.
Oh,
and Shore.
Chance.
So this is big because now Chance, Friendless, Axe, and F1 have to pit after the caution, which means
The race is cooked unless if they get a caution.
Oh, look at what race control said. Since one of the speed
Since-
cars, I forgot what it said already. That's hilarious. But the summary of it is now they have to. Everyone needs to come down.
Fard was just not inclined to break there.
I'm thinking everybody will go to the pit lane now and go down.
Yeah,
for
since
some
one of the speedy
non-competitive
cars
stops.
pitted now, everyone needs to pit under yellow for non-competitive pit stops. So everyone is going to come down to pits for non-competitive pit stops.
Now we don't have to worry
Everyone to
about
pit
pit stops
road.
anymore.
So now they don't even Noah, F1 Racing Fan, Axe, and Friendless just got saved.
Wow, this just turned out completely
So
the opposite
now,
way.
now you look at it, it's gonna be a full 10-lap sprint to the end.
This is gonna get exciting. These drivers get very aggressive.
Once you
And
hit
at this
pit
point,
exit,
Oh,
though,
so
to
they
turn
will
around and
not
go
hit the start
backwards. Do
finish
not
line.
cross the start
They will
finish.
turn around, so it will be 11-lap sprint. And this
So
is
at this
where
point-
everybody turns on the Jets. They don't need to save. They don't need to worry about anything just to get to the finish line in the lead.
Sure
And at this
missed
point-
pit entry.
oh my. And at this point,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
Turn
and at this
around.
point, and guys, at this point, it's just like a Bubbles Fun race at that point.
Now, we've seen the car break when they back up into pits and then they go back through it. They might just need to respawn on the other side of the line and go through it. And we've got problem on pit road. Axe with rear end damage.
So apparently someone had the broken limiter. I believe that was Oscar.
Oscar has the broken one, but it's not a competitive pit stop.
No, he needs to just turn. Once you hit that yellow line, just turn around and go back to the line where you usually line up.
So Shore's gonna pit now.
Oh, Oscar is spinning.
Oscar
So
loses
back
it,
to the
trying to
line.
cut through the grass for some. He might hit. Does he keep it off the pit entry?
That would hurt if he hit the pit entry.
I think he did.
Might have.
He hit it.
He hit it. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my god.
Well, I'm
Oscar
sure-
has to go back around.
Well, I'm sure he could
That's
just respawn.
embarrassing.
I'm sure he could just respawn.
That's embarrassing.
Okay, so now he's gonna have to go through pit road again, this long pit road, and then he's gonna have to come all the way back around. So Nathan's now gonna go and argue his clip, and he's gonna go see if he can get. Not sure what he's trying to argue though. Forgot what he was trying to
I'm
argue.
trying to argue that he had a screen freeze when he
Oh,
was entering
screen
pits, and that's what
freeze.
brought out the yellow.
Yeah, that is something you definitely do want to have a clip for if you do protest it. So he's gonna go protest that, and he will join back with us when he's ready. So Oscar just hit the pit exit, and he's gonna be heading back to the line now.
Let's hope he doesn't do the same thing that he did last time. Oh, he's not gonna do it.
See Heat or Nathan on the or on the wall there, protesting his clip at the moment. So the race will not continue until race control has decided on what Nathan will get, concluding his protest. And it will still be 11 laps to go. We're gonna be in the ride for a good one. And look who's leading the pack. It's Noah.
Protest accepted. There it is. No DNF.
So he will not get DNF'd, and they've got to have a sigh of relief.
You hear over the radio that Chance had to reset his truck. He might have had some damage during that, but I don't think it should count.
Now look at who's in first. It's Noah in the 24 truck. Be careful about pitting braking cars. Everyone respawn your cars right now. Race control trying to make sure that this finish is 100% and that there's no issues with any cars after the race. So everybody will respawn and get lined up again. Race control, give us the R. 5 seconds.
Green, green, green flag.
Green flag, we're rolling again. Even start for both the top and bottom. 2 cars on the top. That energy's all the way on the bottom right now. Noah and F1 Racing Fan side by side. F1 Racing Fan trying to keep him with him, but it's just too much of a push for him to even hold him back. Noah's going to be clear out in the lead. Here they come down to 10 laps to go.
10 laps to go once they cross this finish line. And like I said earlier, can this Easter Bunny hold on for just 10 more laps around Talladega?
10 laps to go. Oh, wait,
Well,
maybe not.
11 to go.
11 to go. Maybe they have to go around one more time for each 10 to go.
Maybe
So
they'll just add a lap.
just one more, just another lap
Yeah,
added.
aggression. Oh, as you can see, Ford already making a move on Friendless. They're all training, it looks like. Now, this is where aggression begins to pick up. It's crunch time now.
For Yeet and Pink, it is go time. It is time
Oh.
to stop hanging in the back and start making some moves.
We're getting
Pink-
a
Start risking
report
your race,
that,
too.
Or urgently, we're getting report that Friendless's radar is broken. He cannot see around him as well.
That's gonna hurt. He's definitely gonna need to use that rear view camera that they've been given to be
Or
able
his
to
spotter.
Not
navigate
gonna
his
Yeah,
have
has
as
one.
much visibility.
Bard goes
Or
up to
his
the
spotter.
top, gets a little bit of an awkward push from Shore. Will he slide in? Yes, he will.
Now I'm sure Friendless does have a spotter. I think he does.
Oh!
Oh, and a bump.
Shore!
Shore almost hit it again.
Oh my! That almost looked
Shore
like a
ran-
wheel
oh, and
launch.
they're all-
Oh,
we
in
have the track.
contact.
F1 up the track. They're almost wrecking.
Oscar slots in behind the 29 of Chance as they're almost 4 wide.
Here
These
comes
drivers are getting
Pink.
really aggressive.
Pink with the run. He gives it to Fard. So Shore and F1 Racing Fan are gonna have to cycle in the back. Nathan's still hanging around
Huge
back
push
there.
coming to Axe.
Inside.
Huge push.
9.
That 29 of Chance trying to get any kind of push that 8 can give,
As
but he
the
just moves him up just a little too much.
laps tick down. It gets even crazier. These guys starting to come up with different moves as these laps tick down. It's now going to be 9 to go across the stripe. Oh, and a
Oh,
little bit of contact
contact.
between Chance and Fard.
You see
He
that
might
29
even start
trying to
making
slot in
it.
behind Bard and in front of Shore, and he's done it. But he might have ruffled a little bit of feathers with that 17, who has been thrown around a lot.
Noah got shoved up. Here
Whoa,
comes
no,
Axe
the
for the
track.
lead.
He
Axe
blocked
for the
tracks, not
lead.
clear.
Oh,
Noah
He's trying to
tried
clear himself there.
Noah almost cleared himself. Now Axe goes to the lead with a push from Oscar. He's got help.
we
and-
hear some radar troubles coming up with these drivers. People are concerned that Fard isn't on people's radar. And that 12 of Friendless, his radar has stopped working altogether.
This is the worst time for your radar to start breaking. This is the end of the race. These guys are going to start making some crazy moves. And they might
Ford
have
isn't
to
on the
start...
radar.
They're definitely going to have to start using that rear view camera if they can't get their radars fixed. Now
They might
Oscar
need to
goes for
stop
the
relying
lead.
on the radar.
Oscar wastes no time.
They're gonna
goes
have to
for
use
the
the
lead.
rear
Oscar comes
camera.
out. They're on
He's
the
on the
apron.
apron.
Oscar,
getting
not a
pushed.
good push.
Lots of
It's a mess
contact.
back there.
Lots of
Pink,
contact.
Chance, and Oscar
They're trying
in the
to
back.
get it together. They're really trying to get it
Just
together.
back there.
They've got it
But
together.
they got it
now
together.
Axe is in the lead. 8 laps to go.
They're all
Up at the
single flush
front,
fin.
it
They're
is
not looking to make a
Axe,
move.
Fard, and Shore. With incoming pushing from Friendless, but Shore dives to the outside, trying to get some help from Noah, an F1 Racing Fan. Shore went out by himself. He didn't get shoved.
They need just one more car. So one more truck up there to, I think, to get the Highline move, but there's just not enough energy right now.
There's a big push coming inside.
Look at Pink. I think that's the highest I've seen him so far in this pack. He is challenging.
Pink up to 4th.
He's starting to come for the lead. He wants it. Now Axe on the
Pink
bottom.
Friendless is going to the
Forces
outside.
Friendless up. That might be the
outside-
truck that they need.
That outside's getting together. Watch Friendless. He's gonna have a run coming down his back straightaway from Shore.
Oh,
comes a
no,
big
who's on
one.
the line?
Noah.
He's pushing short.
Noah doesn't give him much of a push.
Push
Gets
going to
back in
Friendless
line.
now.
That's stalling, though.
Axe enjoys that. Fard, even if Fard wanted to step out, he can't do it now. But here comes that run.
Oh,
Now
Friendless
they're
just
spread
moved
out.
up a little too much.
Shore
What's
messed it up.
Shore? What is going on with Shore?
Shore's trying to back out. He's trying to find somewhere to go. Now that top lane's disappeared. Axe is enjoying that because now Fard can't jump up yet.
Oscar was to the
We're coming to
outside.
6 to go, guys.
They're trying to pull it back together. 6 laps to go.
6
The
to
laps
go.
crunching down.
Look at that 31 Monster Energy truck
Look
of
at the
pink.
outside.
Race needs to finish under green. Even if that caution comes out on the white
Oh,
flag, they will
Friendless
re-wrap
ditched Oscar. Friendless ditched Oscar.
and try it again.
Oscar and
Fard
Noah
gets hit
have
up
been
in track.
stranded, but
Here comes
Fard's going to
Pink.
the outside. Here comes Pink.
He has to go on the
Fard is
sprint.
not
Huge
happy.
run.
Oh, and Pink has to drop. After making up all those positions, he's got to do it again.
Fard forced them below the line.
And I know
They're
Pink is
getting
not
really
going to be
antsy.
happy with Fard. Fard got way too dirty and
that
pushed
one,
him under
yeah.
the apron. Now Axe sides up. Here comes Fard to the lead. Friendless
Axe
is going to
just
go
sold
with
it.
him. Axe just sold his lead. He's now going to have to cycle back. But here comes Shore. He
Shore's
steps
trying to
out.
help out that 22. It's just too awkward of an angle. He can't really push him.
Fard is in the lead. Axe, I think, might want to go to the back, but I don't know if Shore's letting him.
5 to go.
5
Gotta
laps
go, driver.
remaining in Dega. Fard in the
Axe
lead.
drops back.
Can they bring
It's
home
just
this
up
win
on
today?
top one more time.
Shore slides up in front of Pink, but now Noah and F1 Racing Fan are battling for P4 now as Oscar goes down to the
Whoa,
bottom.
Oh, no,
no!
we're just sideways.
What?
F1 Racing Fans got
There's huge
damage.
impact.
F1 got damage. He's coming to the track.
Damage.
Hits Yeet.
Caution is out.
He's on his last
Yeet.
car. And Yeet's got damage. He's out.
gets
Oh,
Yeet's gonna be
no.
out. 3 cars just crashed. Yeet's gonna be out of the race.
Yi was running in the
Unfortunate.
back. Yi was running about 1 second in the back trying to avoid incident, and now he gets collected.
Here
It's
they come
over
the
for him.
race back. Vard leads him. Chance on Friendless. Does he go for the move? Does
I don't
not
think
step
they will.
out. So Fard's gonna win the race back. Friendless is gonna be second. Chance third. Friendless stepped out last second. Not enough. It's gonna be Oscar fourth, Pink fifth, Axe sixth, and Shore's gonna round it out in seventh. Yeet will be
Yeet
out of
is
the race.
done.
His first race being here, raced so clean and just got caught up in the worst crashes, and now he's gonna be
Mickey
he's gonna have to
Tiffy
look to
and
next
Noah,
week.
both on their last trucks of the day. Only a few laps remaining here at Talladega.
Yes, and I'm checking the replay right now, and it's another one of those weird accidents that's happened here.
It looks
Saw,
like that
They might have hit a
24
bump.
caught a bit of air on a bump.
And the 20 was just there, and he had nowhere to go, and then the rest was history.
Everyone is being respawned to fix the radar issues.
That's exactly what happened. They hit a bump. And then this
It
9
looks
truck.
like-
He's so lucky that he hit that wall, because he was so close to hitting that opening, and that could have been even a worse wreck.
That
for him.
opening, and it was driver's side too. If he hit that opening on driver's side, he would have definitely been out for a couple weeks. That would have been really bad. So he's lucky.
Oh, yeah,
that
he's
that did
so
not
lucky.
happen. And these guys, now 9 cars left in this race, so we won't have our 3rd race in a row where 10 cars have finished across the line.
We'll only have 9.
Only 9 cars, so hopefully only 9 cars.
If
That's
he
just
was
sad
turned a
for
little later-
Yi, yo.
That would have
Looks
been
like everyone is
deadly.
ready to go.
You gotta feel for Yeet though. He was running in the back, trying to keep it clean the whole race, avoid incident, and in the worst time just gets collected, man.
The field, the
Gotta
nerves,
go
the
for it.
nerves are high right now. These guys know what they're racing for. 3.5
Here we go.
laps.
This could potentially be the last restart of the race.
Ethan, don't jinx yourself
One.
now.
Green flag.
Green, green, green.
Big.
Outside gets out to a back.
Oh,
car.
Oscar
Good
Oh,
restart
had to
for the
lift a lot.
inside.
Pink is forced high.
Here comes Fard. I mean, no, here comes
Axe is
Axe.
on the
Sorry.
bottom. They're
Axe
making it
go-
outside.
He pushed Chance. He
Ethan,
has to
don't
go
give
up the
yourself
top.
commentator's jinx though.
Chance has to go to the outside if there's any run there, but it doesn't. It look like there isn't.
They're gonna be at 3 to go when they hit the stripe. Remember, if caution comes out on the white flag, they still have to re-rack and try it again.
Whoa! Chance gets pushed on the left free by Oscar. Oh, there's an extra lap because of restart. Extra lap because of restart. Because of respawn. 4 to go.
Oh yeah, the respawn does cause an extra lap, so these guys got
Yep.
1 extra lap. That's gonna help some of these
Right
guys
in
in
the
the
back.
back.
Never mind, they get it sorted out.
Now we've
It
seen
doesn't look
we've
like they want to make a move.
We've seen it happen. These guys race to the end, and then there's a wreck on the last lap. We saw it at Daytona. Will we see it here?
Most likely, and it looks like the crowd's gotten a little bit bigger here for the finish of this race. About, I don't know, 4 or 5 laps ago, it was small, but now it's starting to grow back again.
Here goes Pink on the
Towards
inside of
the end of
F1
this
Racing
race.
Fan. He's moving himself back up after he had to fall back and try again. Now he's back up into 4th on the back bumper of Noah. Axe on forward.
You can see
3.
that 31 trying to get a push from that 29 to Chance.
Axe jumps up. He's
No
trying
one
to
is
get
go.
on the outside.
He knows that outside's
Right
fast. He wants somebody to go with him.
now.
3 laps to go left in the race. Noah's to the
He just needs somebody, anybody.
He squeezes
He
Noah
goes down to the bottom trying to squeeze Noah down.
Here comes Noah. Pig right behind him. Ford gets pushed up. He's trying to get
Ford
clear.
goes
He's
to clear
still
him.
Ford is blocking.
Barely
Heavily
clear.
blocking Noah.
Axe
might
has
get
some help.
turned
He's
from
got
mirror
Oscar
driving.
behind him.
You know what they say, Ford's gonna be mirror driving, but he may be turned for mirror driving.
Ford's got a really mirror drive
Exactly.
now. He's got to keep him behind. They
Oh,
can't.
sure. Almost gets forced down.
Well, Karinga, at this point, camera driving,
Coming up to
radar
2.
driving. There we go.
Coming up to 2
That's the right
laps to
term.
go. Noah still tucked in behind Fard. Pink behind him. Chance and Shore. A lot of these guys are still in it. Even if you're way back there, you're still in it. F1 Racing Fan on shore. Now here goes Noah. 2 laps to go left in Talladega.
And
2
the
laps
Easter
to
Bunny
go,
in
but
this
now
race.
it's your time to make your move.
Oh,
Oh, we got
can't
the
just sit.
roll.
Oscar Airborne.
Oh, it is
Oh!
up there. 2 times off the
down.
ground. He comes up into Axe. They're gonna race
Caution
back.
is out.
They saved it, but too late way too late for it to stay green. Caution was already called. Oscar
almost
3
got up and over.
Oh my, that's his 2nd time being up and over, and he almost fully went over. And if I was Fard, I don't think you want to leave this top. I don't think you want to leave this bottom lane. Stay here, just try and hold these guys behind you. And you see Pink, he's done a great job.
Pink has
these guys,
really turned up
they
that
don't look to be
aggression
making
to
it outside
10.
right now. They look like they just want to single.
Oh,
no,
Noah! He's out
Noah!
the road!
Oh boy.
No,
No
almost
pit
lost
limiter, they're
himself.
okay.
No pit limiter by the late block. Fard's blocking
Noah's
below
under
the
the
apron.
line.
Not sure if that's going to be a legal pass, and he won't even get to
Oh,
him.
Noah's angry.
Fard,
That Easter
Noah,
Bunny's
Pink,
angry.
Chance, Shore,
And
Friendless.
sure.
Noah regulated to the back
Oh!
of the lineup, and that will hurt him.
That's going to hurt him so badly. That over-aggressive driving, trying to block any run that he could, is going to bite him. He just lost his temper. Lost his cool.
So Noah's going to have to go to the back, and that's going to hurt because it's, well, for the overtime, it's going to be 2.5 laps because they have to start on the back straightaway. So they've technically got a half of a lap more to, you know, set themselves up. See Chance. And look who's up in 2nd. It's Pink. He's kept that car so clean all race. Now he's up here gonna try and fight for the win.
Shore is in P4, going behind Pink. We haven't seen them work together practically all day. We'll see what happens. Noah, all the way back in row 5 by himself behind Axe. There should be no more radar concerns. No one's had to respawn. No one's had damage.
This is just going to be chaos
Overtime
to the
number
end.
1.
2.5
I
laps.
apologize for my jinx.
2.5 laps to go. Overtime 1. Fard, Pink, Chance, Shore, Friendless, F1 Racing Fan, Axe, Oscar, and Noah. Noah regulated to the back. Here we go. Back green. Green flag. We're restarting again. A good start for the inside lane. Fard jumps out. He's going to be clear right off the restart.
And I think
The outside
Athen
has
is
to hang
going to
on
be
strong.
diagnosed
The
with
outside
Monk.
has to hang on strong.
I think he might be diagnosed with Monk from what Monk did last week. The commentator's jinx.
I'd have to go to the infield care center.
Look at Chance. Chance is
I
up
might
in
as well
the...
myself for a
Chance is up
Ferrari
fighting
strat.
for the win.
Chance needs to go to
Chances-
the outside if he wants any chance to win on the outsides. fumbled.
Now they can make that move out of 4. They do have time to make it out of 4, but he's gonna need to have Friendless right on his bumper to be able to get there. He can pull out of 4 and side draft him, but 2 laps to go. He's gonna have to set up what he wants to do now.
And keep
Ford
this
is
in mind.
heavily blocking.
That 31 is trying to line up behind Shore, trying to get some kind of run.
Fard, they've had an up and down season. They've been all over the place, but now they're trying to make it up here in Talladega and win.
And guys, keep this in mind. They have to finish under green so we can go into as many overtimes as we want.
They've lost.
It has to finish green
They've lost so
on the
many
white
positions.
flag.
Oh,
Here comes
Friendless
Alex
is
is on the
forced
line.
up.
Friendless is gonna be
Shore's
out of-
forced up.
I'm sure.
Here comes Pink.
Not sure if Friendless is gonna have anything left in it. Fard, here he goes.
Coming to the white flag.
Coming up to the white flag.
If y'all guys want to make
Noah.
some move, do it now.
Noah looked like he was going to go to the middle line,
White
but he
flag.
stays low. Oh, he tries to go below the double yellow.
They have to
Fard
make
If it's
it.
time to
more.
make a
Ford
move, it's
blocking for his
now.
life. They're
Oscar's
all
under the
too
apron.
tight under the line.
He lifts.
Chance gets
Here
shoved
comes
out.
Alex.
Trying
Alex
to,
goes to
trying
the
to
bottom.
hold on.
Chance squeezes him. Here comes Noah.
There's
Big
gonna be a
push
big
down the
run
back
behind
straightaway.
Noah.
Where does Axe go?
Axe needs to make a move.
I'm not sure if he'll have enough momentum. They're side drafting behind him.
Here comes the big run behind.
Noah's got to push. They might be there off of 4. Fard's got to watch out for that side draft. Here they come through
Another
3
push
and 4.
coming.
Oscar
Here
with a
he
push.
comes.
Here comes
Axe
Noah.
to the outside.
Axe pushes
Axe
him.
pushes
I'm
him.
not
He
sure.
pushes Fard.
I'm not sure if there's anything left as they come down to the line. I'm sure Fard has it. As they go through the trial,
And
but
Fard
he's
is going to
bring
win it here in
through.
Talladega.
Wow.
Wow.
What a finish.
No one made a move.
They've had
Just
such...
like Daytona.
The start of the season was not good for them. They've been losing positions ever since the start of the season. And now they've brought it back and they've won.
Unbelievable.
That has got to be a sigh of relief now. They can go into next week knowing that they're good.
And
They're
everyone is
wrecking after the
crashed.
line. They're wrecking after the line.
Got
After
a
the
lot of
finish
guys
line.
with damage.
Skur, Noah, and Axe wrecked after the line. You can't do that. They got
Oh!
disqualified.
Axe, Noah, Oscar. They cannot wreck
Oh, he
after...
can't do that.
They cannot wreck after the line. That has been a rule for a while. They are not allowed to wreck after the line. So Axe, Noah, and Oscar will all be DQ'd.
Friendless also
I mean-
wrecked.
This DSQ'd. So I think that puts Friendless in... Oh, that puts Chance in second, Shore third, Pink fifth, Pink fourth,
Two
and F1 Racing fifth.
Positions 2, 3, and 4 are disqualified, so that puts Friendless in second.
Oh,
Chance in
yeah.
third.
Friendless actually didn't get
Sure.
disqualified.
Oh my goodness.
So 2, 3, and 4. So positions 2, 3, and 4 will all be regulated to the back. They're all DSQ'd. So, I mean, everybody after this race will still get points that finished, but they will not be getting the second, third, fourth position place points.
What a finish. We saw these drivers not make a move, much like Daytona just a few short weeks ago. They tried to wait to the last possible second to make a move. And it just didn't work out for a lot of those drivers. Unfortunate.
yeah, Axe. It looked like Axe had well enough of a run, but when it came down to it, he just ended up pushing out. I don't know if it was intentional or if it was by mistake, but that basically just gave Fard the race.
Not sure if Fard has a mic, but we're gonna see if we can get him up here for his interview. What a big win for Fard. Let's see, Fard, do you
Bard, you got a copy?
oh no, Mike. Alright.
Oh,
Let's see. Let's see. We finished second. At Friendless.
yeah, it would be friendless.
I'm not sure if
Get him
any of
over
these
here.
guys. Friendless is not in the stage. See if you can get Friendless
Yeah,
to go on the
I mean-
stage. Talk to second place. See if Axe. Just waiting on Axe to get. Oh, Friendless is here. Let's speak to him. Athen, you can interview him if you want to.
Redless, you're in the mix all day long. Initially, it wasn't what you hoped for, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, you come out way with a second place finish. How does it feel?
I mean, feels great on debut after two unfortunate straight DNQs. I think it's a great result. We were thinking to, save fuel and make it to the end, but then that caution came out for Yeetit, and then we found ourselves in 5th place, but 3 cars ahead got disqualified, and we got that 2nd place.
You got a great points day, something you desperately need, just 2 races away from the chase. What's your goal coming into Darlington and Charlotte?
Darlington, I think it's gonna be a really tough race. Went bad in qualifying in Atlanta, but we're looking to make it in and get some good points, maybe a top 5. And
Well, that's
then
great
we
to hear.
can go for the chase.
Yeah, thank you very much, Friendless.
That is Friendless driver to number 12, 2nd place finisher. We're gonna speak to Axe, one of the guys contending for it. Axe, you got obviously DSQ'd at the end, crashing after the line. What does that say for you next week? I mean, you guys had such a good car.
Just unfortunate crash, but not even know that rule exists. So
Yeah,
yeah, just stuck.
would have been your 2nd place finish for the 2nd time in a row.
Yeah.
Next week I
wasn't-
believe is Darlington. What do you guys plan to do there?
I don't know. I just plan on doing the same thing. Just try right now in the back and just hope for the best, or just run up front.
All right, well, wishing better luck for you guys next week. That's Axe, the number 22. I believe that's it for everybody that has a mic. Yeah, that was a great race at Talladega. What do you think, Athen?
I thought it was a phenomenal race.
Yeah, race.
That beginning and the middle part of the race were so hectic and intense. Everyone was using the middle and the bottom. We saw 2, 3, 4 wide throughout the race. But just everyone tried to hunker down at the end and try and strategically make their move. They just waited a little too long.
Yeah, well, that's gonna conclude this week's Talladega truck race. Next week is gonna be Darlington. Don't even know how many laps that's gonna be, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be also pretty good. It's gonna be it for Talladega. Winner is I forgot already. Fard.
Oh.
Winner's gonna
Oh.
be Fard.
As we've heard from Race Control, the 24 of Noah, who has been caught in various incidents throughout Talladega, has been officially banned from this. Oh my.
Yep. He did the Kyle Larson.
Truly. I believe that is everything there is to cover now.
Yeah. So far, and yeah, Noah will be banned. So that's gonna give a little bit of a wake up to some of these drivers.
Yep.
He was
And
caught.
me and Athen are probably gonna have to go to the Halifax Medical Center after this one.
Yeah, I deeply apologize for my commentator's curse.
And I deeply apologize for my Ferrari strategy that I pulled on y'all.
All right,
I was
next.
a little bit short on
And
the
game
fuel
has
run.
been shut down.
And the game is shut down. Next week will be Darlington. Gonna be probably a really good race by the Safer Truck Series. And yeah, tune in next week.